Wait, that's how it starts? You started it?
Everyone's gonna be wondering what you actually sound like previously.
No, it's because he sounded like more cheerful. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't really know what I sound like in my normal life because I don't really be talking to myself. Welcome to Wickerland. I get broadcast.
Alright. So how much have you guys played Smash? I'm curious.
Wait,
What?
we're.
What?
We don't.
I don't have Smash.
I didn't say if you had Smash. I asked how much of it you've
Oh.
played.
Oh, I thought we were gonna play. I thought
No,
you were
we're not. Like, I'm playing with the viewers, not you guys. Don't have it.
Nope.
Well, I
I've never touched it.
well,
Yeah.
I have it, but it's that back at home.
Torsian cannot say he's played Smash, but he's touched grass, so I could say that he's probably
That's
better
true.
in that
And I
aspect.
also have the K. Rool amiibo.
And he's never played the game. He just likes fat crocodiles.
Yeah.
Hey, Dragon Knight, nice to see you again. Smash Bros. Gotta, do those Twitter thingies. Tournament that has sucks. What tournament? That wasn't a sentence.
Are you bullying your viewer?
I don't know what it means.
Viewer bullier.
Viewer bullier. Maybe I'll bully you instead.
Yeah, how about it?
It was just a lie for Tekken fans. Oh. Like
I'm a
that.
Tekken fan.
You are? I didn't know that. How do you feel about Kazuya and Smash? Oh, not a Tekken fan. Wow, lying to me right now. Cannot believe you.
Okay, good impression of yourself.
Tekken,
Oh.
like Shrekken.
Tournament that right now that Ultimate has sucks. Well, I think we kind of knew that because Smash Ultimate, like the online tournaments, aren't always the best. I mean, they're just kind of like, you can play with these characters on these stages because they're doing a themed thing.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's perfect. You guys are right on top of things. Alright.
Yeah.
Now I've sent out all of... Now I've put out the call for... what? Get this started then. So,
Yeah.
you guys need to behave. Sure to behave.
I'm watching this game right now.
What do you... Sorry, what was it? I'm watching somebody else right now. I'm watching a different streamer because it sucks.
I'm watching your stream.
Here, since you
There you
guys...
go.
You guys get to go here. So this is my friend Tor. This is my friend
Hello.
Burrito. They're my imaginary friends, but you guys can hear them. Like I got these little toys that's like, this one is Tosi and he's red and blue and he's got gold legs.
Wait, it's time you and
Wait,
I
did you- I-
Dog? Are you warrior princess?
I have Super Smash Brothers with my friends.
are my toys.
Okay, that must be the Tekken tournament that he was talking about. Wait, something's not right. We're not having... There's no audio. There's no audio from the game. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 second.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, you should be able to be. What's stupid, Dragonite? I'm curious. Oh yeah? Oh my. Start this up. 1 second. Let me fix. The can I be heard guy is very quiet. Okay, that's Burrito. Burrito, you need to. I need to either turn you up. We need to turn it up. I think I need to turn both of you up, actually.
We need to pump up the jam.
Who's that? I told you guys who they were before. Maybe you could. Don't be rude. All right, so our first match, I like to play as. I should probably tell you guys, I like to play as Banjo, DK, Diddy, and K. Rool.
3, 2, 1, go!
Is everyone just playing as this Tekken guy nowadays?
I mean, not everybody, because he's a fighting game character, so Smash fans are scared of him.
In what sense again? As in that he's bad to play against, though?
No, they don't want to learn the command inputs.
No, in that sense.
Have you played it? Have you played it, like, at all?
Of course I've played it, but I don't know what you guys talk about command inputs.
Command inputs, I mean, that's not normally a Smash thing, but the fighting game characters, Ryu, Ken, Harry, and now Kazuya, have inputs that are more reminiscent of fighting games. That usually make them, like, a stronger option when you use those.
How expensive do you think Banjo's pants are?
Pants? Does he have, like, Gucci pants?
If you were to put them up, yeah, if you were to put and as in like, if you put them up on eBay, like,
They're Banana Republic.
Well, they're very used shorts.
yeah, but it's Banjo's pants.
Why would you want to wear pants worn by a bear? Worn by a-
Banjo the bear, like
worn by a
that's like if Mario
stinky
sold his
bear.
hat.
A
That's like if
dirty,
Mario sold his hat.
Stinky bear. You know how bad bears smell?
You know there's like crazy collectors out there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that may be true. But who would want to wear his stupid, dirty...
Well, not necessarily. You could like put it in a collection or something.
Probably smell like bear farts and it's nasty.
He showers.
He doesn't shower. He's a bear.
The guy calling Banjo a stinky bear needs to still be turned up. Burrito's still quiet. His voices will not be... His opinions will not be silenced.
You gotta turn me up. Wow, the music.
What? Nick is concentrating
Yeah.
very hard.
Sorry. Well, he got me. Okay, I need to turn Burrito up some more. You're now maxed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I lost because those command inputs are very strong. So we've got... oh, I didn't say hi to everybody. Delay Ton, hello, nice to see you again. I wonder if Calamity and Whipper are gonna show up. I haven't seen Whipper in a while. Mirror B battle, DK Gale of Darkness. I'm pretty sure you mean DK. XD, that was it, not DK. Pokemon DK. That would be very... a Donkey Kong Pokemon game, where they're all based on, like, Kremlings and stuff. I'd play it. But of course I would play it. I'm a shill for that monkey. What? I'm a stan.
Kremlin's back. DK stan?
I'm a DK stan. I stan DK.
I'm gonna ask the viewers at home a question.
Okay.
Do you guys like frozen yogurt?
I'm great. Let's ask. Do you guys like frozen yogurt?
That's it. There's no like. Okay.
Do you no? Let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. Do you guys like frozen yogurt? He asks.
Yeah, cause I'm thinking about it right now. I'm gonna get some later, and I'm craving it right now.
Okay. Zelrog likes frozen yogurt. While we're on this, what's your favorite kind, Zelrog? What do you go to one of those places where you can just? What kind of weirdo doesn't like frozen yogurt? I like frozen yogurt. Sometimes, like when it starts to melt, it gets funky. Yeah, anybody, Dragonite, it doesn't matter. What are you laughing at? What's so funny? Did somebody
Okay,
just...
I gotta be honest, frozen yogurt is gross.
You hate it?
It's hard.
I already like yogurt in itself. I'm not good with gooey stuff. So I would just rather have ice
What kind of
cream.
frozen yogurt have you had?
I can't...
Just like yogurt in general, just like too much like gooey stuff in my mouth is like bleh.
But you like ice cream?
The only thing I'll make an exception for is like yogurt with like vanilla.
Oh, come on. We know that frozen
But, like-
yogurt and ice cream aren't comparable. Ice cream is way better.
Yeah, I would. I don't know why.
I mean, that may be true, but like,
You're crazy. Are you gonna go get it later?
yeah, I'm gonna go get some later. I really want some. I want to put some gummy bears on that. I want to put some cherries.
I want to get
sprinkles.
some brown spray on the yum. I normally load mine up with peanut butter stuff, but that doesn't work too well with yogurt. Maybe that's why I don't like frozen yogurt, because I overload it with like peanut butter stuff. Oh no,
Peanut butter is-
he used the reflect.
Unpopular opinions. Peanut butter is lame.
Okay, well that's a very
I think I've ever
unpopular.
had it.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite like candy and ice cream flavor ever. So you'd better get yourself in order before you start making some enemies.
You're already my enemy.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I invited you here.
Wake up.
Have you right way?
It's why I invite. That's why I had to beg you to come here, as opposed to you asking to join and me just saying yes.
I wanted to.
Burrito's just using me as a springboard to launch his own streaming.
I would never stream.
What is this?
I'm not streaming. You're the one streaming.
Why is that a
Oh, that's
reflector?
interesting, but I'm not entertaining enough.
No idea, Deliton. I don't know why that's a reflector. I think it's something from Tekken. You guys keep trashing on Kazuya like he's, like, the worst thing ever, but he's not. We all know the worst thing ever was Byleth.
When you say worst thing ever, are you like talking in terms of the
We're talking just in terms of the...
reaction?
Yeah.
Or like in gameplay wise?
No. That's just more in just people's reaction to it. Let me put this in perspective for you. Byleth is from Fire Emblem. People didn't like how many characters Fire Emblem was getting. And when Byleth came out, we had 9 Fire Emblem characters. In a roster of 80, that's
And now
quite a
there's, like,
lot.
2 extra.
No, there's 9 with Byleth. There's 9. Which puts it just under Mario with 1 less. And with more than Pokemon.
Yeah, but when did when was Pyrrha and that other one? Was that before or after? I can't remember.
Well, there's Marth and Roy who were in Melee, and then there was Ike who was in Brawl. And then they added in Lucina, Robin, Corrin, 8? Oh, is it 8 Dragonite? Okay, so it's 8 Fire Emblem characters, and I think Mario has 9. Anyway, they added in a lot of Fire Emblem characters at once, and if you're not a fan of Fire Emblem, that doesn't really do anything for you. They're also, a lot of them just are swordies, so they play very similarly. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Right.
Zelrog, how could you?
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Wait,
I'm saying 9 because the last DLC is going to be a Fire Emblem character. Don't do that to me. It could totally happen, and that's the worst thing about it.
I'm still wanting to be Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash would be cool.
it would.
Yeah,
He fits in that neatly. But I don't think it's gonna be anyone like really impactful.
I don't think it's going to be anybody I like.
It won't. I don't think it's gonna be a goofy cartoon character. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, you don't think it's going to be Scrimbo Bimblo, the beloved 90s platforming mascot, and it's going to be popular McRPG guy.
Yeah, like it's gonna be someone that's it's gonna be someone who's gonna like split the internet again with like people being like, this is the most boring thing ever, and then the other half is like, you guys gotta shut up.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I want Crash.
Well, of course,
Well,
you're allowed to want whoever you
I feel
want.
like Crash like passed his chance. I feel like Crash would have been the perfect opportunity when they released
The Crash
on the
4.
Switch, but they didn't do anything there.
I mean, like most of the DLC characters don't coincide with a particular release.
But yeah.
I mean,
You
I
just
really
want
to
something
be
not
excited.
Japanese, anything not Japanese, more than 90% of the characters being Japanese. That's an interesting perspective. It's Banjo 2? Well, yeah, we already got Banjo and Kazooie, so now we just gotta wait for Banjo and Tooie. Hollow Knight? You think Hollow Knight's got a
Knight,
chance?
That would be an interesting one.
Ukulele? Maybe.
Hollow Knight.
Oh.
But Hollow Knight is an assist trophy.
It is, and I'm pretty... Yeah, Hollow Knight's an
Oh, that's
assist trophy.
Shovel Knight. Yeah.
Oh no, Shovel Knight, you're right.
No, it's Shovel Knight. That's stupid.
I'd be fine with Hollow Knight. Good old neat little game. I like it.
Do you think...
I mean, it
I
is
was
something
wondering if they
special.
would include, like, an alternate
Possible.
costume for Hornet.
They would probably like include Sebo, I can imagine, because it's like easy to. I can imagine like the Misa would be really easy to just like kind of turn into these like bug characters, with how simple some of their designs are.
We're gonna say Gordon.
Most of them just like identified by their masks and stuff, so you could that would be an easy thing. Hey, you gotta do something about this
Yeah, I know.
albino K. Rool.
Never heard of.
There we go. Gone.
Go on.
Anyway, Reclaimer, very nice to meet you. That was a pretty good Kazuya you played there. Danielk is watching. Everybody say hi to Danielk.
Daniel.
Bruh. That's my boy. Yo, Daniel.
That's my boy. That's
Yo, everybody. Bro, everybody, everybody on Twitter, commission my boy Daniel. He's at
But tell them to commission me.
commission.
God.
No,
God,
no,
this
no,
tank.
commission.
No, please, by all means, commission me. I'm not open, but
It's at capital D, lowercase d, Daniel K 81. Commission him.
And this stream was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Use the code in the description for $20 off of your Grubhub. What are your thoughts on banana on pizza? Oh, finally some real conversation. I've never had it, but I would try it if somebody offered. It can't be the worst thing in the world.
how can you even do
Look,
that?
look.
Wouldn't the banana just fucking
Because
melt?
you're a monkey doesn't mean you gotta eat banana on pizza.
Would the banana melt? No, I'm pretty sure the banana would keep its consistency, but it would just become like mushy.
Wouldn't it? It would turn into. I can imagine it turning into like a marshmallow, kind of, like with a fucking. I don't know. It's not any worse than pineapple on pizza. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I'd say
Both of them
pineapple
are
on
in the
pizza
same
makes a
ballpark.
little bit more sense because the
How?
citrusy flavor meshes well with the saltiness of the pizza.
I guess if you want a really like fat tasting pizza, then banana is like completely like viable. I still remember one day when my friend came over and he took like a loaf of bread, fairly sized loaf of bread. I actually put a thick layer of butter all over it and then just like slices of banana all over it. And I was like, oh my god, that is so. I could feel him gaining weight when he ate it. Excessive amounts of butter is just no. Oh my god. With banana on top and everything.
This is taking a while. Worst part is that I'm at kill percent right now. There we go. Okay, a dash attack did it. Banjo wins. Banjo wins every year. We got to the last minute? I didn't even realize. I was too busy talking about banana pizza. Who's that dude with the Krillic? I can't read Krillic. That Russian? Or like Ukrainian or what?
It's the Emily treasure.
Dude, it's Kirby!
Coming from the
I can't believe it. Kirby on my stream.
Kobe.
Anyways, yes, while I'm on it, if you see any of these guys on Twitter, these two on Twitter, Torsian, at Torsian, you figure out how to spell it. Commission him, he makes good art.
Oh, you don't gotta give a shout out on it. Not that you do.
Hey, look, you need it less than I need the thing, so it's the least I could do.
Follow me, guys. Really funny.
Yeah, Burrito makes good... I don't know what Burrito does on Twitter.
Follow me.
He makes good. Yeah.
He said, I draw like Tor and Daniel and I draw. Multi-traditional, because I'm multi-traditional, I'm not big with
Woo! Okay.
I do.
Yes! Kirby's gone. I killed him. Can you imagine that? Killing Kirby. You can play music here? Yes, Danielle, you can. Just watch the copyright. Because if just play mostly video game tunes.
Wait, how are we gonna get copyrighted?
I'm streaming this on YouTube as well,
Daniel, I
and if there's too many, and also
Daniel,
they'll nerf the VOD. Nerf. They'll mute the VOD.
you play goddamn. Damn, dude.
Ah, there it is.
Pre-tops. Wow.
Oh no, he must have B reversed that by accident. You guys know what B reverse.
Why can't he play Snuff Out the Light?
Because it's by Disney?
I mean,
How
yeah.
are we gonna get in trouble with Disney on her?
What do you mean?
How are we getting in trouble with Disney?
They're gonna mute the VOD on Twitch, and then if I get copyright strikes
Copyrighted
against my
music
account,
on the-
if I get copyright strikes on my YouTube page, it won't be good.
They're gonna put him in the Disney Vault.
Yes.
Woo! I did it!
I'm gonna lock Nick away.
You can't throw me away. You don't have the strength. Look at you, you're a little man. How little you are.
Yo. Well done, Banjo.
Yes, he's done it. He's saved the day. He's defeated the Yellow Menace. Alright, Zelrog. Time for our annual throw a bunch of eggs at, time for our weekly throw a bunch of eggs at Ganondorf. Who are these very funny people? I'm Wickersham Leader. And that's it. This is my friend, these are my friends Perito and Torsian.
Yep.
Whoops, I messed
Yeah.
up.
Let's not introduce ourselves.
I said I said my name was Burrito, but like my stupid button was pressed.
Is that? Is that a Byzantine
Guys,
temple in the
for
background?
history.
No,
I am
this
really not.
this is
Hard.
Get it?
this is from Pokemon
This is
Black and White.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Unova region, the worst one.
What?
According to
Unova had the Unova had like the
what?
best Pokemon in it. It's called Unova. It's based on America. It's like one of the best regions in the series.
Oh.
Isn't it like New York?
Yeah, it's basically New York.
Was that
Yo,
Unova sucked. All right, Perito.
That's better
Sorry,
than
Perito. I'm so used to Perito disagreeing with me. All right, Zelrog. You've gone one too far.
Pokemon Mexico.
Pokemon
Mexico? It'll come, it'll come.
Pokemon Latin America, yeah.
They like doing, like, you know, like games inspired by like certain parts of the world. It'll be there eventually.
About Pokemon Cuba.
Pokemon Brazil.
I don't think if they were, if I think they just do like one that's just like Latin America, inspired by as in general rather than just like a specific country. Like the Pokemon Sword and Shield has, like it has a lot just like generally just inspired by like Nordic countries, Northern Europe, that kind of stuff.
Oh, but it's specifically
Similarly.
based on England.
Yeah.
Woo! I did it! Look at me go. The eggs win again. Oh man. Come on, Galar, score some goals.
That's all, folks.
Are you rapping?
Well done.
Yeah.
Can you rap about Pokemon? Can you sing the Poke rap?
Pikachu, Squirtle, Jigglypuff, fucking.
No, oh my.
That's not the lyrics. That's
I
not
was
the
really just
lyrics.
I was really just.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon,
Gotta catch 'em all.
you're a creep.
Catch 'em all.
So, what do you guys know about Tekken? Do you know anything about Tekken at all? Daniel, it's full. There's no room for you right now.
Tekken is something that's only recently.
Yeah, I've only learned about this
about it.
game. I've only learned about Tekken recently. And you know what? I bought. I was gonna buy a Tekken game so that I could have experience with the series and actually say I've played one of them. But I bought Tekken 3, which was the last one on the PS1, because people say it's so good. Turns out that's the only one without Kazuya in it.
Well,
GG, I guess. You will murder someone to get in that lobby? Okay, sure thing, Danielle. Bless you. May Arceus bless you.
May the fourth be with you.
May the force be equal to the mass times acceleration. Too scared to do it, Danielle? I get it. Oop. There it goes. Foot beats wizard's fist or whatever. On Zelrog. I don't know what it is about Pokemon, but most of the Pokemon stages are tournament legal. We've got Pokemon Stadium 2, and then it's Unova Pokemon League, and then Kalos Pokemon League. That's like it. There's only one other. Wait, how many other Pokemon stages are there? I think there are 2. Spear Pillar. Yeah, Spear Pillar and Saffron City. But all the rest are tournament legal.
there's not one that's just like in the fields.
No, they're all well, the only one that's based off of like an actual city you can visit is Saffron City. The others are based off of the Elite Four or just generic places, and Spear Pillar is where you meet Dialga or Palkia, depending on the game.
I feel like there would be more Pokemon maps.
Well, well, there are a good
Oh,
chunk
huh.
of Pokemon stages. It's just the issue with Pokemon is that there are so many locations, and most players don't really get attached to any particular one.
That's fair.
So they
That's fair.
just made a 2 stages based off of the concept of Pokemon fighting in a stadium. Oh yeah, Poke Floats.
I mean-
Okay. In Melee there was a stage called Poke Floats, and it was basically they just took models of Pokemon and just placed them as platforms. It was a really fun and chaotic stage, but it sucked for any sort of competitive play. Yes! Oh my gosh, Poke Floats was legal for EVO 2008, the worst Melee tournament I've ever seen. It was legal because despite the fact that the stage is so chaotic and broken, the stage actually didn't have any randomness to it. So they were like, well, we could try running it. Basically, in that tournament, they realized that there are some platforms that you will just fall through every time.
Like it's like optimized badly or what?
It's just that, like, so Melee was made really fast. For a game of its size, it was made in 13 months. And as a result, many of the new characters were clones. They just took existing characters and edited them slightly, like Dr. Mario, Young Link, Pichu, and Ganondorf.
I mean, yeah.
And then a lot of the stages were made on the cheap as well. For example, Pokefloats was just made reusing models of the Pokemon from Pokemon Stadium 2. Is the music too quiet, Muffins?
Alright.
I'll turn it up a little bit. Here, how's that? Is that better? Should be. I don't want it to be too loud because there's 3 of us with varying audio volumes. Don't kiss me. I don't know where you've been. Have you...
In your Twitch chat.
Huh?
Are you saying it isn't sanitized?
Yeah. You can tell me where you've been? In your mama. Dad? Dad, is that you? Yes. Okay, great. Found my dad after all these years. So, have you guys played other Smash games? Did they not bring back the Pokefloat musics from Smash 4? They did bring it back, although now it's called the Pokemon Gold Silver Medley. No, wait. It's the Pokemon Red Blue Medley. That's the Pokefloat song. It's just remixing a bunch of battle themes from Red and Blue. How do you pronounce that? Does anybody know Krillek? Is it Albo? Probably not, but it's got Waluigi in it.
Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Animal Crossing. I've never.
Where, like, what is even happening with that game now? I mean,
It hasn't received any
has it even gotten any updates?
It hasn't received any updates since like March. Now it's just going through the yearly content it had last year. There's a bunch of stuff from previous entries that still aren't in it, so people are like, I wonder where they are. Like, for example, there used to be this cafe you could visit called Brewster's, and everybody would have, like, their own unique... Every villager would have their own unique coffee blend they'd like and stuff like that, which hasn't been put in New Horizons yet, and everybody's kind of just wondering where it is.
It was data mined and everything that, like, Brewster is technically in the code. It's just like... Is it scrap content or is it like an actual
Is it left
update
over?
that's,
Is it left
like,
over from New Leaf or something? Yeah, no idea.
So, yeah, I was like totally into that because I was playing Animal Crossing.
Oh man, I streamed
like,
Pokemon. I streamed Animal Crossing New Horizons on this channel for a whole year, and it got boring. Like, that's why I stopped. I would probably still be streaming it if it was as fun, but like after a while, you just get all of your stuff set up, and then there's really not much more to it.
I'm really bummed about just like the current state of Horizon because it's there's stuff I like about it. It's just it gets so samey. Like the first few months was like amazing, and then it just kind of mellows.
There's a
out,
couple
and then it
reasons
just
for
becomes
that.
Stale and boring.
They didn't expect everybody to like speed run the game, more or less.
Yeah.
But you know, that global world event happened.
That's true. There was kind of like a monkey's paw kind of thing. Immense attention and sales, but the expensive players
They couldn't keep that momentum.
becoming very quickly bored with the game. But I would still say that like
New Horizons is a
game is
fine
missing.
game. A dang good
fine,
game
though.
too. It's just play it how it was supposed to be played and you'll enjoy it a lot more. See, the problem for me was that after a while you realize that the villagers never really have anything to say.
Oh yeah, that's depressing. Like with like how just there was so much issue with that because so like in reality the friendship system in Horizon is actually fairly complex. It's just like how it ultimately plays out. And if you don't want your villagers to constantly like be giving you useless items or attempting to like sell you useless
Yeah.
items that you ultimately won't care about, it like they only do that if you're like best friends with them. So you don't even want to be best friends with your villagers. Like you just want to like keep them at like a moderate friendship level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just gonna be even more annoying, and they're just gonna be like doing the same thing so again. In
Well,
comparison to like lower friendship levels, which will like offer more interesting like fetch quests and whatever.
well, for me, I'm glad that they expanded the size of your storage because I needed that extra storage space. But like, so I collected all of the fossils pretty quickly, and I was on my way. Oh, thanks, muffins. And I was on my way to getting the. I was well on my way to getting the fish and the bugs too, but getting the art was so much of a pain because Red never showed up on my island. He always took forever to appear.
I think it's like once every week, but even then, I don't even think it's guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
But and then there's just like the whole thing with like that might as well be fake. I'm kinda I don't know where I stand on that because the fossils were like you grind them out fairly quickly. It's like a
Yeah,
month.
because you can dig up to 3 of them every single day, and there aren't that many of them. Not to mention, if you have friends,
Yeah.
they can help you out a lot, because chances are they have bones you don't.
Yeah. I think you can also visit like other islands and just like find stuff.
Let me tell you what,
I say-
a lot of dinosaurs lived on that one island.
Yeah, there's a staggering amount of different fauna.
A
but,
staggering amount of
just on that-
complete skeletons all in one place.
Yeah. I will say that I think the what do you call them?
Ooh,
Critters?
wow, that
Bugs,
was some good
fish, like, they
dodging.
were handled better.
Yeah. Remember
They,
the eggs?
Like, the seasonal stuff.
Remember when the Easter event
Oh, yeah.
started and the only thing you
right.
could get was eggs?
It was just a bit of there was like another result of like Animal Crossing just coming out at a bad time because at that point everyone was like trying to get the bugs and not these like eggs.
Yeah.
They were like trying to grind out like all these like rare fishes and everything that you needed to get before the month ended, and you were just getting these annoying like eggs and everything. I think it was in retrospective playing it now, it's pretty fine because you're not like
Well, they nerfed the
You're
eggs
not
in
like-
general. They nerfed them so that they spawn less.
right. They did. Huh.
They,
I mean,
they
you
did
certainly
they did
won't be-
spawn everywhere. You had way too many by the end.
That's true. That's true. I was just thinking that like if you were to play it now, you'd probably not find yourself like ending up with as many because like most people playing now never have a reason to dig anything up other than like trees or whatever.
Yeah.
Even like I expect that most people also have like caught all the fish for these months and everything.
Yeah. Hello, not cheese. Good starting comment. So, have you played the other Smash games, Tor, or have you just
No.
never played the series at all?
I gotta be completely. I have never really touched any like kind of fighting game styles like this.
Interesting.
But I will say that I have become intrigued at Smash Ultimate because, well,
Oh, Apollo's here. I haven't seen Apollo. Say hi. Hello?
I was gonna say, I've been ever since I got my K. Rool
Oh.
amiibo, I've been intrigued in actually getting into the game.
Sure. Like, the game is very easy to play. Like, most of us have been playing it since we were children. And it's one of the easiest games to get into.
It seems like a very just like an easy thing to get into, which I like.
The nice thing I like about it now, though, is that people are taking Smash more seriously because other platformers have Oh my gosh! You know what? I completely forgot about doing the command for the thing. Let me fix this. 4995M. $4995M. There we go. Okay, now the bot is correct. Yeah, that's true. You did tell me you'd come back. Oh shoot, I'm stuck in my. There we go. I'm stuck. I was stuck on my smug face. So the first Smash game I ever played was Melee, and it was funny because the reason I played Melee is because Melee's the second one. It came out in 2001. I got it because it was 2007. I got the Nintendo Power issue about Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I read that thing front to back so many times that issue was destroyed. That issue was totally wrecked. But that issue was totally wrecked. But the magazine mentioned Melee, and I was like, wait a minute, there's one that's already out, and I can play it. And then I was like, Dad, I want Super Smash Bros. Melee. And he's like, aren't you getting like the new one that's coming out? It's like, no, this one is already out, and you can play it. And I got it, and I got Melee, and then I got Brawl when it came out the next year. I remember the first time I unlocked a character, it was Marth, and I'm like, who is this?
But something about that time where like games just kind of came out, and there wasn't a media to hype it up as much as there is today.
Yeah, it's true. I am nostalgic for being pleasantly surprised by things. But at the same time, I do really appreciate that gaming companies in general are more transparent about the time frame of when things are coming. I think it's also just that I also just think that I'm getting, I'm older now, so I'm okay with waiting for stuff.
Yeah, there's something about that child feeling. I remember when that was when Super Mario Galaxy 2 came out, and I had no idea about it. But like, this is something that suddenly just like came across it in the store. I was like, oh my god, Dad, I need this game. Like, that's such a like, wow, surprise.
I kind of miss just going into a Smash Brothers game with zero expectations and being blown away by everything. I remember when I first played Melee, so I knew about some of the characters that were in Brawl because the magazine talked about them, right? And there was Diddy, and I was like, oh, cool. So I got Melee, and I'm like, wait, you can't. There's no Diddy? You can't unlock him? But that doesn't make sense. He was around. He was a popular character. And nope, you couldn't play him in Melee. No Diddy Kong. Sad. I remember, what was it back in the day? There was Brawl Taunts and like all of those Newgrounds animations about Smash Bros. Back in like Newgrounds golden days. I remember those. Those were fun.
Newgrounds. That's the kind of worms. I something about Newgrounds. Well, it wasn't even like Newground exclusive, that kind of like video game character, but they're actually really crass and swear a lot or whatever.
Oh, that's still a thing. Racist Mario only came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, but come on, like there was like
no, but yeah, you're right. That's Newgrounds did like do that humor a lot. That was really the hub for it, where they would just Mad Mario. They're still doing it with Mario. How many times can they do jokes about Mario doing drugs? They're still doing it. Like, how many times can you do it?
They do it as recently, it's so recent, like, I remember I saw a thumbnail, this one channel that I think is, like, the worst, like, A-OK. Pretty much all of their videos are just taking, like, child-friendly characters and just making them do raunchier things that you wouldn't expect them to do because they're family-friendly characters.
Yeah. What if Mario did mushrooms?
There's one called that's like Super Mario after the game, and it's just like the thumbnail's like Mario like flipping off Peach, and I'm like, oh my god, hilarious.
It's the funniest, literally the funniest thing I've ever seen. Mario turned himself into a domestic abuser. Literally the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Mario's really mean, actually. I've never heard that one.
Mario's
before.
Day
They
Off,
did,
I
like,
remember.
nine- They did like 9 videos of like the same thing over and over, where it's like Dora. It's called Dora the Grown Up or whatever.
Do you
It's 9 videos of
remember-
the same shit where Dora's like, I pay taxes now.
What was it? Do you
I'm
remember?
miserable because, I mean, it's all.
Oh my gosh, what was it? What was it? Bowser's Minions. There was like a Newgrounds series about this Koopa and this Goomba, and they had all these other.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those. There
I
was
don't-
one with zombies.
Yes, I remember the one with zombies, and then there was the unintelligible Thwomp who would just spout nonsense. I remember all that. Yeah. Okay.
I remember them. They were funny.
Dorkly's still
was
basically
thinking I've never
making the
watched
same jokes they've been making since 2007.
Oh, they're dorkly.
I'm just now I'm just thinking about all those scientifically accurate videos.
Yeah. those
I
are-
mean, on one hand, if it like actually teaches somebody something, sure. But I'm pretty sure there's loads of scientific inaccuracy in those songs,
Yeah,
and it's mostly just there to be like,
already, like
and it's mostly
Oh,
just
yeah.
there to like ruin your enjoyment of the thing.
yeah. I guess the mindset was that it's I don't even know. They're just really distasteful because of like how like just like why
Yeah.
like every single one of them is like it just ends with like turtle dicks or dog dicks or anything. It's like so distasteful.
You're
The
right.
one that like is like the Sonic one where it's like.
We don't know why they
Sonic's
eat their own
friend-
poop.
Or no, the one where it's like Sonic's like, Sonic's friends is Tails the fox. The foxes eat hedgehogs. Like, thank you. Like everyone didn't know that.
I mean, I didn't know they ate hedgehogs, but it is kind of funny thinking about that. Because it like the whole thing. I didn't learn it from that, but when like it is funny. It's funny to like imagine that happening game to me. Like just if Tails was just like, yo, I'm hungry, so he pees on Sonic to uncurl him from a ball and then eats him.
That would be funny.
Horrible image.
The Sonic is like way bigger than it. He'd be like, bitch.
Yeah, but in this case, Tails would be like a big like. He would be like the dog from Space Jam. That's just like oversized.
The dog. Oh yeah. Oh, Space Jam.
I gotta go get something to drink. One moment.
Yeah. Alright, go. Get out of here. Best friend is Dale the Fox. The fox is a hedgehog. Knuckles isn't a kid, no. Can't fly, don't have a punching claw. But they're not.
All right, you don't need to sing the song.
Scientifically,
I'm still mostly a friendly channel.
Why didn't you stop touring?
I don't mind the swearing too much, but he didn't go into detail. He didn't sing it.
I guess. I apologize.
Nah, don't worry about it.
You. What?
Ugh. So somebody asked me earlier, was I disappointed at no Banjo back in the day? No, actually, I didn't really pay attention to Banjo that much until I got into high school, and I rediscovered my love for the game, because my grandmother had it in her house, and she had an N64 from when I was a kid. Ooh, jeez. Why is that stage even there? Full disclosure, I forgot to remove it. Thank you, Z-Boy. Appreciate it. Alright, I might be dead right here. I'm at 83, DK's at 0.
Why was everyone freaking out on Bitcoin?
What are they freaking out about?
Like for, I don't know, for like a little bit people on Twitter were like, oh my god, Doki Literature Club.
Oh, because it's getting a re-release and like a new version on Switch.
Bruh. And it's like a new version?
It's got some extra content. A new ending for all characters when before the game only had one ending. Woo. Oh my gosh, I just barely made that. The comeback is real. I did it, boyos. What game? Doki Doki Literature Club. It's getting a plus version. Have you played it?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah, yes.
No.
No. See, if you haven't played it, but you know what happens, I recommend not buying it, because you know what happens. And I already did, so I'm probably not going to play it. Like, the whole point of the game is to be shocked as things happen to you, you know?
Well, yeah, well, I was never thinking of buying it.
Well, that's not necessarily directed at you.
Oh.
But it's just in general, it's like, I feel like, have you heard of what happens in the game and stuff like that? People have definitely spoiled everything for that game. It's like Undertale. I don't need to play Undertale. I've already seen everything. Not like I was particularly interested in it before, but...
Remember when people would get mad because, like, the voice you would give a character when, you meet them in the game?
Oh yeah. Well, I also remember when people would get really mad if you killed anyone. They would essentially be spoiling the game for everybody by telling them don't kill anyone, like ever.
I mean, the whole point of that game is to experiment.
Yeah, the whole point is to realize and try again.
Yeah. Yeah, but that game is too popular.
Is the room full, Jen? Yes, it is. It's full right now.
The game is too popular for anything to be a surprise now. Everybody knows the endings.
I believe Toby Fox has said that he kind of regrets the game being so popular in some ways. The guy's very reclusive. He doesn't like being in the spotlight.
I feel like kind of got that vibe from him. Didn't he develop pretty much the entire game by himself?
Yes, and Temmie Chang helped with some of the art. But aside from that, it was basically all him.
That's impressive.
The guy makes music and, like, art. He doesn't really do much else.
So he wrote the game and everything?
Yeah, I think he wrote it. And I want to say the gameplay was because he was a big Toho fan, so he knows about bullet hells.
Pretends to know what Toho is.
Toho is this game about a bunch of, like, girls who are, like, secretly super powerful, like, godlike beings or something. And the game itself is actually just a bullet hell, where there's, like, thousands of bullets on screen that you have to dodge.
I was just thinking about the studio that makes the games.
Ugh! Nope, not this time. Yes, I did it! Well, let's see if there's any room now. There's a space open, Jen. You can get in. I mean, hey, the fact that what is it? The fact that like Undertale's final boss in the Genocide route, which is supposed to be Spoiler City, is the song that got into Smash, really just tells you how much little people care about spoiling the game.
Well, I mean, that game is like, that song is like synonymous with the game.
Well, yeah,
Why
but the
could they
song
not-
also, I mean, I know the song's synonymous with the game, but it also predates it by quite a bit. That that song Toby Fox wrote for a Undertale ROM hack.
Oh, an Undertale ROM hack?
Excuse me, a Earthbound ROM hack.
Wasn't it gonna be the Halloween one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And then it was used for Homestuck, because he's also a big Homestuck fan. And he put it in like Everything Is Made. It was like his trademark for a while.
Homestuck.
Haha. Haha. Here you go. Get
What are we
right.
talking about?
Megalovania.
Oh.
Talking about
friend would
Megalovania, yeah. Sorry, say again.
My friend would always be telling me to read Homestuck. He's like, read Homestuck is really good, and I'm like, no!
Homestuck, I'm
There's
sure,
mixed
is
things about it.
enjoyable. Homestuck is, I'm sure, is enjoyable, but don't, if you're ever going to read it, which I don't think you are, like, the people will straight up tell you, do not start at the beginning. I don't know where you should start from, but that's pretty telling that you shouldn't start at the beginning of the thing.
I hate that. I'm sorry, I hate that. I hate that.
Well, the comic spans, like, almost 20 years or something like that.
Really long comment. Like, I was like, read Homestuck? What do you mean? Like, that's it's a lot to read.
It is.
Don't start me. I cannot put my energy into that.
I heard mixed things about it. Like, I've been in contact with some of the fans, and they're very like, this is parts about it they despise, and like, I don't know. Certainly, it's a turbulent. It's definitely not a general, just positive opinion on it. I mean, there's probably like some good issues in there.
It didn't help that the
It's probably there for a
fandom.
reason.
It didn't help that the fandom was really annoying way back in the day.
Remember what was he called again? I forgot his name.
Andrew Hussey.
But the author like put people's OCs in the background to kill him off. It's funny.
Yeah, his name is Andrew Hussey.
Hussey.
Yeah. Hussey Baka.
Nick, you're funny.
Thanks.
Can we put Undertale music? Is that copyrighted?
Yeah, you can play Undertale music. Just nothing from like anything from a video game should be fair game.
Get a game.
Except Nintendo.
Dang it! I was gonna try to throw him off to the right side.
I wanna know what you guys think about the Mario movie.
I am Rocket League player.
beloved-
Can I play? Sure. There's a spot open. Oh, Calamity's here. If Calamity's not in, we'll have to see. Hold on. I'm gonna switch to DK. Give me a second. So the Mario movie. Yes. I am eagerly awaiting its trailer whenever it gets revealed or
Yes.
whatever.
But I wanna know. Do you guys think? Because we know that Nintendo is very certain about how they want that story and plot to be told in Mario games. Do you think they'll have any like impact on Illumination's adaptation, or?
Yeah.
Yes, I do think that Nintendo is very concerned about how their brand is shown, but I also think it might be like a thing with the Sonic movie where they are where the studio is adamant about something, the devs are very apprehensive, but the studio says something like, "Trust me, this is what Americans like," or something like that. Because
Yeah.
that was the director. so Sega of Japan kept insisting that Sonic should have separated eyes, while the developers at Sega were like, he should have his eyes together, like in the movie, like in the games. And they kept insisting that they should make them separate, even after the redesign. But they kind of did a thing where he has white fur in the middle of his eyes, so it kind of looks like he's got one eye only. Is it full right now? There was only one person left. I don't know if it's full. Oh, it is full? Okay, sorry. But yes, Alti, Illumination is making the Mario movie, and it's set to come out... Is it still set to come out in 2022? We still haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah. It's because I was thinking because with the Sonic movie, and that might just be like the tone of Sonic in general, but like the Sonic movie was very like it was self-aware in a way. Like you saw that like you know, and with like its humor and everything, like Sonic was like shown in them, and I was like wondering, do you think Mario is gonna be anything like that? Will we have a drug reference in like the Mario movie, or is it gonna be very just like?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there is gonna be no drug references like that.
Yeah, I don't think I think it's gonna be the most cookie cutter, just dry movie.
Now, if I was in charge of it, I would try to be reminiscent of a Disney film with its direction. I feel like that's the best direction for Mario to take, you know?
I mean, I think it's also like what like Nintendo probably also like kind of prefer.
Yeah. Well, like, have a very basic story, but fill it with interesting characters, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I think that the movie should just, at the end of the day, be about Mario going to rescue Peach. I think that should be the base story, you know? So, I think if you just make the characters interesting, you'll have a good movie on your hands. Because it should... Because it's...
think that if no, go on.
Make it a movie about the journey, and fill it with, like, interesting dialogue. Go on.
I will. I'll probably agree with you, Nick, because it's like imagine if they like the Mario movie drops and it's about something weird like Mario is invaded by aliens or like something completely weird, you know, like it's that would be that would be strange for like a Mario movie, like a first Mario movie. It's not a first, you know, but you know.
Yeah, it would. I've said
like,
it before. Yeah.
It's they gotta keep it to, and then afterwards, I doubt we'd ever get like a sequel to the Illumination's Mario movie, but who knows?
Depends on how well it does.
Well, yeah.
Angry Birds got a sequel. Sonic got a sequel, but I think they were planning on making a sequel from the beginning.
I'm probably mostly intrigued by what they're gonna do with Mario. I don't think he's going to be silent. I also don't think he's going to be voiced by Charles Martinet. Yeah.
I think they're gonna get a new voice actor. Personality-wise, that's interesting.
Because he's such a one-dimensional blank slate character in a lot of titles.
They're gonna make him like the no-nonsense, very motivated kind of hero.
You think so? I think Mario should be able to. I think Mario should be able to joke.
I mean, he's gonna. Well, I don't mean like no nonsense, but like he'll be like.
Are we back, you two? Sorry about that, guys. We're back now. Sorry about that. Sometimes that happens. There we go.
Okay, but like,
I was gonna. I suggested, what if they made Mario's personality kind of like Mickey in the newer shorts?
Like too confident.
Like, yeah, like a little too confident. Generally a nice guy, but when pushed to the edge, he goes flipping insane.
Yeah.
I feel like Mario can get mad.
Yeah, we can make Mad Mario on the big screen.
I think I'm just like so not used to this this Mario like being anything else than what he already like what he is now.
I mean, Mario's
Like,
from.
him cracking a joke is like so.
That's true.
I can imagine the Brooklyn Mario doing it, you know. But
Actually,
I, can't
I mean,
imagine, like
I can imagine.
Mario, Super Mario Odyssey.
I can imagine this Mario doing it because I remember that E3 where he's like, "Boy, that's Sony. Aren't they fantastic?" And then his nose got bigger.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's definitely not. I don't think he's gonna sound like he's Mario.
I don't think he's gonna sound like that. I that's why I think they're gonna replace Charles Martinet with a different actor, which I think will kind of suck. But hey, I don't know if that accent for Mario can carry an hour and a half.
I think I'm gonna get tired of just like Luigi. We're gonna have to go save the priest.
Luigi, you're making me go crazy. I'm going to kill you. And then that's
If they have like the second act breakup, then no, it's not gonna work.
it's a liar. It's a liar revealed story. Oh, that's going to suck if that's what it is.
I don't know why they would have that.
I do like Mario pretends to be like a royal courier or something.
Huh.
Like he pretends to be part of the royal court so he can get closer to Peach. And Luigi's like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, I'm hating that this is potentially a movie they could be making.
And Luigi will get like unnecessarily angry, like when Mario will get revealed, and then Luigi will just like start walking backwards with like a shocked face and just like putting his hand down.
And it's like, he's like, no, princess, please, I didn't mean to. You didn't mean to what? You didn't mean to play with my feelings? No, that's not it. I didn't. Luigi, help me out here. And then he looks to Luigi, and Luigi's just very somber, and he's like, I don't even know who you are anymore. And he just leaves.
And then Mario's
And he's like,
gross.
Toad, how about you?
And
Toad goes,
like,
hello!
I can't believe you anymore. I'm going back to home with my parents.
everyone
Oh my
would,
god, you can talk!
no, everyone would leave, and Yoshi would be like a dog. He would be like, Yoshi, you doing Yoshi's like,
And Yoshi would walk out. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this. That's exactly what this scene would. That's exactly how this scene would play out. It would suck so bad.
No matter what happens, when the trailer drops, it's gonna like shake the internet. Like there's gonna be something about it where people just like go, this is so weird.
And it's gonna be this is so
crazy.
terrible. Yeah. Now, what I would be very impressed by is if they made Mario silent the whole movie and the film is still interesting.
Yeah.
they won't do that.
No, I can't imagine them doing that either because I can't. That would be very difficult, and I don't know. Like, obviously, this is gonna be just marketed to kids mostly, but we're still gonna get 30-year-old people who are like, "This isn't my Mario. This is." I don't know why Bowser's complaining about it, but this isn't my Mario. This isn't what I wanted it to be. And they're typing on their keyboards and being like, "I can't believe that they would ruin Mario like this."
Bowser's gonna be a funny villain, which I mean, that's fine. Bowser's
Yeah,
gonna-
Bowser works great as a funny villain. That's when he's his best, when he's like a funny villain in like the RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yes.
Wally pulled off a mostly silent protagonist. That's actually a good
That's
point.
I mean, Illumination tried to do that with the Minions movie, but that movie's fucking terrible. So.
Do you? Oh my gosh, that just remind. Do you think they're gonna do a joke about Mario dropping Yoshi in a pit?
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I was wondering if they're gonna are they gonna be referencing pop culture?
There's
Will they be
probably, you know what?
referencing,
I can imagine there's probably going to be a scene where we see Mario in a doctor's outfit for some reason, like he's he's in a disguise or something.
Yeah, Mario's gonna have like a dream, and it's gonna be like in like the form of like Mario 2 or something.
Why?
It's gonna be like
Mario's gonna have a
nightmare.
dream, and it's just gonna be his head floating around. You can stretch it, and he goes boing boing boing.
It's like, hello.
Mario has a nightmare and he's haunted by like Mario 64 heads.
He's haunted by the Wario that's in the personalized Mario
Yeah.
64
That would be-
cartridge.
That would be amazing.
Oh,
Oh, if Mario and I hope Mario and Waluigi would be.
that would be really interesting.
It's actually wait, what the heck was that? Sorry, that kill just seemed very strange. It's actually a movie adaptation of Mario and Rabbids.
No. If well, I mean, I feel like the animation should look like how Mario and Rabbids looked, and how
It will. It
Three
will
looked.
pretty much.
It'll be well. I mean, it's Illumination.
Yeah.
Illumination
It is.
style isn't very bouncy, fluid like that.
Yeah.
Their style is
like-
very grounded.
What if it has like,
Like I said, we gotta remember it's Illumination that's handling. this,
directed
so-
by directed by Gendy Tartakovsky, and it just looks like Hotel Transylvania?
I mean, that would be fun.
I would probably be fine with it.
I don't
But
go.
I was
It's
gonna-
a me.
I mean, it would be like, if there was like a scene, there would probably be like a scene where like Mario has like a vision of like what he thinks happened to his friends. He like gets really stressed and thinks about it. And it's like an 8-bit scene, like with pixel animation or something. That would be cool. If there was a pixel animation scene in that movie, that would be cool.
Oh hey, there's an open
Um,
spot for anybody who wants to join.
I don't know what it would be. I wonder if it would start off with like an origin of the Mario Bros.
Do you think it would be like a flashback to Yoshi's Island? Do you think they would do the Sonic thing?
That would certainly be cool.
I mean, I think that would be. I always thought it was like, even though this doesn't happen in the game, I thought it was interesting that if Yoshi kind of like found the babies and he like raised them, and they lived in like the freaking on Yoshi's Island.
That would be interesting, although I don't think they would have a reason to do it.
I mean, yeah, but like maybe I remember. It's like maybe it would be cool if it's like, you know, that's how they learned all their skills. Like they learned how to jump super high by like to like get fruit from trees and everything. They learned to like do all the things that they do on Yoshi's Island. Yoshi may have taught them or something.
Maybe it's just maybe the whole movie is basically going to just be a Popeye cartoon stretched out to like an hour and a half.
It is gonna be stretched out. Like I said, this is Illumination, and that's also why I don't expect that to be like Yoshi's Island origin story kind of thing, because it's like, why would they care?
Yeah. I mean,
because they only focus on the modern audience, and let's be honest, most kids nowadays have not played Yoshi's Island.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's on the Nintendo Online.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, who,
I
well,
doubt it.
okay, you know what? Actually, let's pivot this. Who do we think is going to be in the movie? I would be shocked if it was more than Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toads, Bowser, and maybe Bowser Jr. I don't think there's going to be anybody else. If there was, I would expect
yeah,
it to
I
be just Yoshi, or that's it. I can't see Wario and Waluigi being in this one. I can't see DK or Daisy or any of those other extended. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
I mean, I feel like all of those, like the Toads, or Goombas, or Shy Guys,
Yeah.
or things like that, they're
They're gonna be the minions.
Yeah, of course.
the Toads probably.
Yeah, pretty much what you said, mate. But I will say, I think they're gonna put a new character in there. I think they're gonna have some new thing, whether that be a villain or a good guy or anything. I think they're gonna put some new unsuspecting character in
I
there.
think it would be something like the Paper Mario, like pals or whatever.
Yes.
Something like that. Something cute and marketable.
Yeah.
It's actually just an adaptation of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
I'm very certain that they're gonna some new character. I'm not sure what role they will be, or like how impactful it's gonna be. I just because I'd say that's usually how it is when you make movie adaptations. You want to bring something new to the table, I guess.
It might be like a thing. I feel like even though the angry with movies, like another example of an anime video game movie is the Angry Birds movie. That movie is very, say what you will about it, it's fall and everything, but I feel like it's a very creative take. I like what they did with it.
I think they kind of
That's
had
true.
to.
Yeah, I know they had to get really creative with it, but I really like the direction they took, where it's like the birds live on this little civilization, and it isn't just these one couple of birds
Yeah.
and stuff, and like the pigs are almost like, you know, just like people looking for the new world and everything, and act like they're their friends, and just eventually just steal their eggs, steal every bird on the island's eggs and stuff.
I think
Uh-oh.
the Angry Birds movie certainly could be like it like if you're wondering what like about the Mario movie, I think looking towards the Angry Birds movie could be a good example of what it could possibly be, because it's like the Angry Birds movie doesn't really introduce any new characters, but it does play around with the concept of like the game, which is like I said about Mario, is a very basic story, but it does something with it.
Zelrog says, meanwhile, I'm wondering why y'all watch the Angry Birds movie. It's because they love, it's because they all love these terrible, like, kid-focused, very obscure films. It's true. You guys might feel insulted by that, but it is true. You guys are talking about Horton Hears a Who the other day.
It's true. Let's not dwell on Horton Hears because we talk so much about it.
Yeah. Well, also.
And hey, look. Angry Birds movie 2 is funny. So.
They are funny movies. The first one, the second one. I mean, they're bad. I would like. We watched the second one, and it is. The plot is no, it's not, but it's funny. It made us laugh. So like I said, there's stuff to enjoy about.
Please
it.
don't
Same
talk
with
about
Horton.
Horton 5-hour stream. Don't worry, Danielle. I won't let them talk that long about Horton.
Daniel doesn't like Horton.
I mean, understandably, it's not amazing.
Horton.
There's just like things about it that I enjoy.
Yeah, same.
Okay, Zelrog says that I think I watched Horton. It was no Rap City Street Kids though.
That's how I feel a lot about. There's a lot of just like obscure movies that are like kind of bad, but they do interesting things. I like that about it.
Yeah.
I expect the Mario movie to be pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm expecting that level of quality.
And I think that like in a few years after the movie releases, there are gonna be videos called like, "Do y'all remember the Mario movie?"
Yes, there will probably be some video like that as everybody forgets about the movie's existence like 5 to 8 years later.
Yeah.
Let's hope the soundtrack is good. That isn't... Do you guys think they'll make new music, or it'll just be pulling a lot of tunes from the original?
There's gonna be a lot of.
Alright, see you later, Jen.
Yeah.
A lot of tunage from the games.
I think there will be leitmotifs, but they won't be just pulling songs entirely.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some. I mean, Illumination isn't really known for their music.
No. I'm just asking because it is something to consider.
Yeah.
I mean, the Despicable, everyone knows the Despicable Me soundtrack, but what anything else? No.
No, not really.
Well, for some, I remember that song was kind of all over. It was on the radio and stuff like that for a while.
There's Happy. There's the first Despicable. I'm having a bad.
Yeah, that song.
I mean, some of the tracks in the first Despicable Me, just the Despicable Me series in general, has like that one like dun. I don't know how it goes.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll use the obvious 1-1 music? There's definitely going to be some song that includes that in there.
They're gonna use dun 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 dun.
Maybe Mario has good music. That's the thing. So I'm like, I think I'll have an enjoyable soundtrack. There's always something to like about Mario music. That's the thing. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good. I mean, most games have like just some quality songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder about the like what kind of human it'll be though.
I think it's going to be a little safer and less,
Probably.
you know. I don't know if it's going to be like haha poop jokes like I expect from.
Oh. There might be. Yeah, I don't think Illumination does very much poop jokes and fart jokes.
No,
They-
that's more
they do
Blue
like
Sky
jokes.
territory.
Like other studios, yeah, but like they just have really cringy moments.
Illumination does Facebook jokes.
Yeah.
You know, like they do this stuff that like Facebook moms can quote and make gifts out of.
Yeah.
Um,
They might.
shout out to the elk from the Grinch. That one is very funny. I like it when he sprays whipped cream out of his nose.
They're gonna have Princess Peach be like, "Who needs saving? I don't need saving."
I don't
Haters
know.
gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Okay, actually, there was an episode of the original Super Mario Bros. Super Show where Peach wanted to go meet her favorite band, Milli Vanilli. And she had a Milli Vanilli shirt on, and they went to New York to go watch a concert together, and she was wearing, like, ripped jeans and everything. Hold on, let me go get it. Yeah, here it is, the Milli Vanilli Peach. Well, it's not Peach, because they called her Toadstool, but eh.
What's the difference between Peach and Toadstool?
Toadstool is what they called Peach in America before Mario 64.
Oh. Wow, look, she's hip and cool.
It's kind of like an Eggman situation where in Mario 64 they're like, Princess Toadstool, Peach. Because her full name is apparently Princess Peach Toadstool.
Princess Toadstool.
She's an active princess without any king, so what, isn't she just the queen then?
Nope.
You think they're gonna have Daisy in there?
No, I don't think they're gonna have Daisy.
They're gonna have,
And if they do,
they're
it'll
gonna have-
probably be in a blink and you'll miss it cameo.
They're gonna have.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Toadsworth in there. And he's gonna be like, "Haters gonna hate."
The Toads are gonna do something stupid.
I'm not even sure to like which characters are like the main cast, sure, but like
It's
Wario,
good, yeah.
Waluigi.
I'm gonna say
For
no
some-
to Wario and Waluigi, maybe
Yeah.
to Yoshi, and then like a definite yes to just being Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser.
I was also gonna say like Yoshi. For some reason I can imagine them not being there.
Ooh, do you?
I see-
Okay, will this movie end with a dance?
Probably.
Will it end
Probably.
with the party and where they're
It'll
all
be like-
dancing?
It'll be like Migos, Super Mario Bros. Or something.
There will be a musical segment. I'm gonna predict that.
They're
That
gonna
like
have. They're gonna have some hip hop artists make like a Mario rap.
We're the Mario Brothers and Plumbins are thing. We're not like the others who get all the fame. We're the Super Duper Duper Troopas. Something or other.
It's gonna be awesome.
there'll be some music, but whether it'll actually be an actual dance sequence or just like maybe like a just like a kind of a soundtrack show off where like characters do something insane with music. Or...
Z-Boy, we are in a VC, but it's not a public VC. It's just one for me and my friends. Since you're asking. Zero chill. More like sitting on the bench. You leaving? Oh, Alti's going.
But yeah,
Will-
definitely music.
Will Luigi dab?
Probably.
Yes. Nintendo already approved of that trend, so
It's like,
why wouldn't they?
I mean, it's also like another thing where it's like Mario. I guess in like the movie market, they'll probably think like kids won't think Mario is cool. They
No.
won't think Mario cool.
I don't think anybody thinks Mario is cool. But
I
that's
mean,
not
definitely,
why
I
you
know
play
it's cool.
Mario.
I mean, yeah, but it's like they'll probably. It's the same reason why they make Looney Tunes be like, haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Or rap.
I expect them to like kind of like make at least give them the movie some sort of like I guess modern tone would be the correct, like some like Mario, he's more a little more hip maybe or something, you know.
They're not gonna realize that kids already like Mario, so they're gonna like
Yeah.
try and like overcompensate
The-
for that.
yeah.
I mean, even in the Mario games with good plots, Mario is not delivering them.
Yeah.
Like Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi RPG, Mario and or Luigi are usually not the reasons the plots are good.
Yeah.
I mean, Super Paper Mario has probably the best plot out of any Mario game, and it does not involve any of our main characters.
Yeah, because they're just the player characters.
So Donkey Kong movie. That's no, they're not making one.
Who would make that? Who would make a Donkey Kong movie?
Sony,
Yes. That why does that work so well?
because it feels like Sony just takes the table scrappings from Illumination.
Because I can
That's
just
true.
imagine, like, I can just imagine a logo for the movie, but like on a fucking, like, you know, just a white background.
Yes,
3D rendered. with
it'll
the-
probably be called something like,
Sony just released the logo for Animated Antic is gonna go on Twitter and be like, Sony just released the fuck logo for new Donkey Kong movie, and everyone was like, "Ah!"
Imagine that.
Donkey. What would it
Kong
be called? Donkey Kong. Let's see. What is it?
That could work. And I mean, Sony, I feel like Sony can make funnier movies. So I
Yeah.
feel like Donkey Kong, I mean, Donkey Kong is a humorous movie.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine what they would call it. I'm thinking they would call it something really stupid. Because I'm imagining a Mario Brothers movie, you can just call it Super Mario Brothers. I don't think
Yeah.
they would just call it Donkey Kong. I think they would call it something, and it would be a really, really dumb title. Like, I don't know. Donkey Kong Out of the Country or something like that.
Yeah, I think Donkey Kong works. Donkey Kong could work. People will be like, you want to go see Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
No, I'm not
just
saying that-
imagining Donkey Kong the movie.
I'm not saying that Donkey Kong wouldn't be an okay title. I'm saying that they wouldn't call it that, and they'd probably give it some dumb subtitle.
It needs something like a catch, like a Stitch.
They would probably be calling
Donkey-
the tagline would probably be something like
Plot related.
something really dumb and obvious, like "You'll go bananas" or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like
No more
Donkey
monkey
Kong.
around.
no more monkey
Banana
business. That's
split.
it. That's the tagline. No more monkey business. That's the tagline.
And then
And
it would show like Donkey Kong like crossing his arms.
It'll be crossing his arms, and Diddy will be crossing his arms on next to him, and
Yeah.
and K. Rool will be in the background, like covered in shadow, except for like his eyes. Oh, I can imagine. I hate this. I hate this movie that doesn't exist.
No, there would be like promotional images where Donkey Kong is standing and like Diddy is standing like directly in front of him, also crossing his arms, and they're both doing like the same like face and pose.
DK will be voiced by Vin Diesel. Ugh. Diddy will be Chris Rock. Chris Rock and Vin Diesel as Donkey and Diddy Kong.
that would Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne.
I want to see this movie. It's on our own.
I mean, it could like a Donkey Kong movie could be funny, but I feel like there would be like fart jokes.
There would be a fart joke. There would be a joke about flinging poop.
Yeah. There would be.
There would be a joke where K. Rool probably says, "If you guys don't straighten your act, I'm turning one of you into a set of purses," or something like that.
There would be like they would play. It would be like in the trailer. It would start and it would be like.
It would just start with like DK like. waking
No,
up and
the
checking his
the
phone.
the trailer music would be Jungle Boogie.
Oh. It would start with like as it shows like the majesty of the island here on DK Island.
And then like somebody would give a really dumb one-liner, probably Diddy saying something like,
It would be like it's like filled with its almighty protector who's absolutely, and it shows him like sleeping on a hammock. Stupid.
or K. Rool shows up, and then like the K. Rool's like ship lands on the shore, and then it would be like Jungle Boogie, banana, banana, Jungle Boogie.
And he's like, I will wipe out the entire island.
We can't let them get away with it this time.
Let them get away with that. Don't worry, I got this.
And then it'll be
Hey,
like
something
some.
stupid.
It'll be an out of context scene of like Diddy wearing a bonnet or something, like a baby bonnet, and then the record scratch comes in because they always need record scratches in these things.
Donkey Kong would be like, I got this, and then he like throws a barrel, and then it like rolls off like a tree and like lands on him, like oh, and then cuts to Diddy Kong like face palm. It's, like,
Cuts
really loud
cuts
slap.
to like a scene from a different part of the movie where
Yeah,
Diddy
out
is
of
face
context
palming.
scene. And just like, and then boom, like again.
Are you ready to
Donkey
go
Kong-
bananas?
Summer.
Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong would like dress up in like disco outfits, like like with the big like high heeled shoes to like sneak into something.
Oh, this is. I hate this movie that doesn't exist. I really do.
I love that though.
It's so.
Making,
we
like,
made like the.
generic-
We made like the most formulaic movie ever with the most formulaic
Exactly.
like trailer ever. It sucks.
I love just like coming up with like generic movie trailers because
know.
they're so incredibly predictable.
Rocket. There would be a scene where it's like they're like, we gotta create a diversion, and they're like, I know, and then they sing the Donkey Kong rap. They have to like distract like some of the Kremlings, and like one of the
Oh
big ones.
no,
is, like,
you're
dancing.
right.
One of the big Kremlings would be like dancing to it, and all the other ones would be like, shut up, or whatever.
You're
It's not-
totally
it's not dancing.
right. Oh,
But
now
then
and then I'm
they
imagining
show
they
us
make
not
a sequel
dancing.
to this movie and they're like, Tiki's? Snowmads? DK, I need your help. They're taking over Crocodile Isle. Why should we help you? Because I've got Candy Kong or something like that.
He's like because I have bananas. There would be like a really quirky animated part where Donkey Kong his arms are going.
There would be a dream sequence about DK and bananas.
There would be
Yeah.
there would be a shot. He's like, yeah, it's like banana. Goes into his eye, and then he's like flying through bananas, and it's like
They-
I'm dreaming.
they would so much make it like a they would like do that like stupid ad with the monkey swimming in the ocean. They would make a reference like that.
I don't.
Like, I'm dreaming. Easy like Sunday morning.
He's like flying through like skies that are just like banana everywhere.
What would be? I'm trying to imagine a really unfitting song like when Sonic used Gangster's Paradise.
I mean, Jungle Boogie would be good. Jungle Boogie is kind of. Perfect.
Welcome to the jungle.
Nah.
That would be for the second trailer.
Yeah.
Jungle Boogie's for the first one. Welcome to the Jungle's for the second trailer. Banana, and it's like sugar. Dun 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 dun.
These Kongs are about to go ape. And then it cuts to a scene of DK sleeping with a record scratch.
And then out of context scene of Diddy going like, "Come on, man."
Yeah. That's not. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Donkey Kong the movie, a monkey's
There would be
paw.
so many monkey and banana puns. Apes of Wrath. Or something.
Apes of Wrath. That's so good.
Donkey Kong the movie, Apes of Wrath.
Something like that.
K. Rool lands on the beach and he's like, "Wait, stop here. This is Donkey Kong Country."
The posters would also be like I can imagine like a monkey no see speech here posters for like.
Oh, they
each
would
of the
do that.
characters
They
or
would do
whatever.
that. DK, Diddy, and Dixie. It would definitely be the
Yeah.
Three Wise Monkeys. I totally could
Yeah.
imagine
No,
that.
it would be with Cranky.
You don't
She's a girl,
think-
she's not allowed to be?
She's
funny
not allowed to be
in animated
funny.
movies. She's not allowed to be funny in animated movies.
They
She's
would
not
turn-
allowed to be funny
They
in
would
animated
turn
movies.
into like a Coco Bandicoot, pretty much.
Oh, I really hope not. Didn't Newgrounds already make a DK movie? Well, they made DK 1.5. I remember that. Donkey Kong Country 1.5, which was eh.
What's that about?
It's just like basically a fanfic.
They would have Funky Kong and he'd be voiced by like T.J. Miller.
Funky Kong would be voiced by a rapper.
He would.
Yeah, he'd be a celebrity or something. Oh my god. Cranky Kong would be voiced by like Danny DeVito.
Oh, I can see that
I would-
actually. That's not terrible
I
casting.
would be totally fine with that.
Yeah, I would be perfectly fine with that. I would watch that though. I would probably enjoy myself. with the
that would be such a surreal watch. I would thoroughly enjoy myself regardless if it would be bad or good. Like that's the thing about these bits because I remember when I watched the Sonic movie. That movie is so strange.
Yeah.
But it's mainly just because it's Sonic in the real world. Like there's that scene where he's like hit by a missile, and it's supposed to be like a really serious scene. But I just started laughing because it's so like Sonic just like being caught in a horrible explosion and like was dying. It's like what? It was so weird. But that's what made it that's what made it enjoyable for me at least. I feel like this hypothetical Donkey Kong movie that we made up would probably be exactly the same for me.
I wouldn't want it to be like emotional at all. I would want it to be. It would be funny if like they destroy K. Rool's castle or whatever, and then like Diddy Kong's like, "Where's Donkey Kong?" And then he looks over and Donkey Kong's like lying on the floor, like dead, and he's like, "No!" And then he's like, "Donkey Kong, buddy," and he's just dead.
Like he actually for real dies.
They wave a banana like by his nose. And
Oh, and then he
Oh,
wakes
no,
up.
look, all the characters would come together and they would like hold a banana and like
they would all
Donkey
stand
Kong would
around.
yeah, he would come back with like by like the power of family and bananas or whatever.
something stupid.
Diddy Kong would be like, they would all like hold. They would all the Kongs would like stand around his body, close their eyes, and they would all like hold out bananas, and then they would just like turn them upside down and like shoot them on the floor. And Donkey Kong would,
Like pop them out of the peel.
they're just onto the floor, throwing out. And then Donkey Kong's like, banana. Donkey Kong.
Donkey DK's back. I can't. Oh man.
And
Well,
I'm so glad you're okay. Yeah, I would never ditch you guys. And then they'd hear a rumbling. It's like, wait, what's that noise?
And then Cranky Kong would be like, I miss you too, you big lug.
Turns out I don't hate you after all.
Yeah, there would be like no development for that. He would like shit on Donkey Kong the whole movie and then be like, yeah, I'm glad to have you back, buddy. At the end of the movie.
Now get back to cleaning. Get back to painting my house, or whatever it was he asked him to do at the beginning of the movie that we haven't heard about.
Yeah.
there will be that. If this movie would either be it would either be like completely bullshitty shit posty movie, or it would be very emotional. Like
Would be-
that's what I
it
feel.
would-
Like
I'm-
most movies
yeah.
are either way.
Either it's going to be, either this movie would be hot garbage, or it would be surprisingly okay. I'm not imagining a world in which this movie is good.
Yeah.
It would be ironically like amazing
Yeah.
because of how animated movie it would be. It would be the animated movie.
Do you think that they would add stuff to the characters' designs, like in this? Would they like
Ooh.
add
They would probably,
would they give DK
exaggerate
pants?
them more.
They'd probably give DK pants.
No, they wouldn't give him pants. They would look. I imagine they would look pretty much the same, just be more cartoony and exaggerated.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's my terrible prediction. Like Diddy Kong, they're gonna make him like they're gonna like make him quirky. They're gonna like give him goggles and like a jetpack or something. He's gonna have something extra, you know.
He's gonna be the big brainiac.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do something. They would do this. I'm talking about this like it's that only a fucking thing. But I can imagine that he would be tampered with, and that's all I'm saying.
Monkey would get one weed joke.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be like even like a genuinely funny movie. Like
Mhm.
not even like ironically, I feel like it could actually be funny because it's funny. But I don't know.
Ugh.
Well, I don't even know what to expect.
Fish.
Oh well.
A Donkey Kong movie, I would accept it.
I mean, yeah, it'll be entertaining regardless.
Yeah. They might make actually. They would maybe make a new villain. A new,
I don't know about a new villain. I don't think a new villain. But I'm thinking they would redesign King K. Rool so that he wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
Hey Jen,
That's
nice to
kinda-
see you
that's
back.
usually how it goes.
They would probably either add extra royal clothing to him or make him thinner or something. I can imagine them making a buff K. Rool or something.
I don't
They-
know. Maybe
Who is
They
this
don't want
me?
his big golden belly.
Who is this me? It's muscle butt. That's what this me is called.
I mean, him being fat, they might keep that because it's like, oh, he's a fat guy.
Yeah.
He's a
Haha.
fat guy.
Would they? Oh, actually they'd probably make if they kept him fat. They'd probably put in a joke about how he eats a lot.
Yeah.
That's why he wants the bananas.
Now, my ideal Donkey Kong movie would be using Donkey Kong Country 2 as the base.
Without
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Well, he would be there, obviously, but he would be, like, you know, the damsel in distress and everything. And the movie would be just more about the adventure in that case, about rescuing DK. Now, I can't imagine them doing that as the first movie, because how could you make a DK movie without DK in it right off the bat? But I could totally imagine them doing that as an adaptation, as a movie that would actually be decent. I could imagine that.
Yeah. It might have a good soundtrack.
Oh, could you imagine if Grant Kirkhope did the score for an entire movie?
Imagine. They would get John Powell for
Hans Zimmerman.
It's just Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, it'll be one of those like kind of crappy movies that just has a surprisingly good soundtrack.
Hans Zimmer with like the epic orchestral soundtrack.
Like he just went off for no reason.
Yeah. Din 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 din.
Yeah.
In the scene where like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong distracted the fucking Kremlings by rapping, Donkey Kong would look like Gossamer in the Space Jam scene. You'd just be like in the background, just bombing his head.
Terrible.
I know. It was funny.
So look, no, nothing. Nick, how much do you think DK's tie is worth?
Nothing.
As in, like, if he put it up on eBay.
Yeah, I think it would be worth nothing.
Like, if it was an auction, don't you think he'd, like, just make...
No, I think it would be worth
profit
nothing.
on it?
Because DK doesn't understand how money works.
He would just demand bananas from it.
Yeah.
I mean, you would probably see it in, like, only, like 20 bananas.
I bet DK's tie is worth more than Banjo's stinky short, says Zelrog.
I mean, the tie's probably, like, completely termite written.
Steal his look, Gucci tie, $3,000.
Come on, people want these, like, it's like if Sonic sold his shoes. Like, people would be going crazy.
Well, you know, Nike did sell Sonic shoes.
They did? Well, they didn't sell Sonic's
No,
shoes.
they sold,
The-
like, yeah, no, but they did sell a replica of his shoes. That, like, they made for the movie. It's kind of crazy to think that Sonic's design in the movie was, like, what it is with the shoes anyway because of a sponsorship.
Wait, elaborate?
Sonic's shoes in the movie are, like Nike shoes.
Oh, I didn't even know. The only, like, shoe-related thing in that movie that I remember was, like, when they did the X-ray of his foot. And it was just like a human foot.
I mean, I expect him to have, like, human-ish feet. I don't expect him to have, like, hedgehog feet, you know?
I would probably, like, expect something, like, more like...
Just like a
That
basic,
actually-
maybe like a
actually
basic,
fine.
like, but it's like the thing is about Sonic is that his shoes are long, right? So his feet
Yeah.
are long.
Yeah, I mean, it's expected as somewhat humanoid. I think I'm just, like, expecting more.
It's
like,
just like it would be
toad
so
foot
weird
instead
to
of, like,
imagine what they would look like. Because if they actually made it realistic human shoes, human feet, that would be so weird.
I hate that. I hate when like characters like Mickey take off their shoes and it's these like giant jet black human feet. Ugh.
Guys.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Perito is no morto. He's dead.
Yeah. You have to get rid of my little icon on the. Oh!
I already did.
Gone.
Move toward to the middle now.
Oh, careful. Plastic grip.
I'll be as rough with you as I want.
Alright.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Alright, bye everybody.
See ya.
Bye. Bye streamers. Bye stream people. Bye.
Bye bye.
You can't remember if you've seen DK up air actually kill. That's interesting because in Smash 4, that's how DK was getting 95% of his kills.
Oh my god, that game. My roommate Sonic. That is such a.
Oh yeah, the Sonic Dreams collection.
what a callback. Oh my god.
Yes, it was the biggest of brain plays. Oh, in this game you mean? Well, I just did it. Oh jeez, I'm still holding on the torch.
Help.
Bruh, don't put me down. Gonna.
Sorry.
It's like a little ice cream.
Did DK just pick up a minecart?
No.
Wooden sword?
Jeez,
Come
this-
on. I mean, we all know that thing is useful. What am I saying? Useful? Useless. He even has iron on him. Why doesn't he make an iron sword?
Because he's not at his crafting table.
That's true. Good point. Interesting how they use the.
He did all that effort. He did all of that effort, and I just killed him with a single down air. Excuse me, that was a fair, not a dare.
Get him in there. Get him in there. Oi!
Gonna throw a minecart.
Stump him into a gopher hole.
Yeah, DK can do that. There you go. Ugh. I did it! I've defeated Steve Minecraft.
He dropped all his loot in a pit.
He did. He went ooh and died.
Ooh.
You died.
You all were wondering what Donkey Kong's opinion on Minecraft was. Here you go.
He hates it. It sucks.
He
No,
really hates it.
he really hates Minecraft. Well, they added in barrels, so it's not all that bad.
Oh, that's true, but none of them have a big red DK logo on it, so it's not a DK license. Unlicensed DK barrels.
Oh, okay. My attack connected, but it didn't actually. There we go. That's all you gotta do. Just keep using headbutt. Dang, I should have just gone for the attack getup.
He's getting really upset. Like,
Yeah, I know.
you're really angry.
I'm disappointing him.
He's gonna turn towards the screen any given point.
Okay, didn't know that clanked with headbutt, but glad it does. Okay, didn't know that actually could hit me, even though I used my headbutt first. Okay. How do you fight this character? Just keep her, just constantly pressure her out. She has a difficult time in disadvantage. I've had games where I've absolutely dominated Pyra/Mythra and other games where she's destroyed me. This wasn't either, to be fair. So, what should we talk about? Let me think. I'm trying to, let's see. I heard rumors about Nintendo saying that DK wants to come, that they want DK to come back in a big way. And I have no idea how true that is, but I would be very happy if it was. I've heard multiple different things, but a lot of them hinged on DK being at E3 this year, and there was no Donkey Kong news.
There was a lot of rumors going around on just like, even I jumped onto it. Just like, yeah.
Look at how
But,
pretty, look how pretty Kirby looks. Got like beautiful
what happens
hair.
if Kirby eats DK?
He gets covered in fur, and he gets
Oh.
the hair tuft.
I was hoping that he would get like DK eyes, like he's something. That
No, no, he doesn't get DK eyes.
would be funny.
It would have been funny if he got like K. Rool's bulgy eye.
Yeah, that would be so.
Disturbing.
Yes. Oh my god. Cables like. fucking glass
I
eye.
think the main reason they designed K. Rool the way he did is because it looks very similar to Peach if he didn't. Because with Peach and Daisy, he only gets the crown. So they had to put like the more on Kirby to differentiate it.
Yeah. That's funny though.
I don't even remember what
I
we were
mean-
gonna say before.
DK game, new DK game. That would be godsend. I would love to play a new DK game.
I remember back in 2013, 2012, when they announced that they were making another Donkey Kong game, and everybody was really mad because it wasn't another Metroid Prime. And I'm worried that that would happen again, where they're just angry that it's a Donkey Kong game instead of something else.
I mean, honestly, who would complain? I think people, Metroid fans, I like at this point they're used to just being like delayed, you know.
Maybe.
And DK has also just been on the shelf for a good while now. So I think
Yeah. It's been 6 years since the last new DK game, if you don't count the Mario Rabbids DLC.
yeah, I will say that I would be like, how can you come on? How can you be upset with that?
They hate gorillas.
I hate gorillas, especially with ties.
Yeah, they hate gorillas that know how to dress smartly.
Gorillas don't wear ties.
Yeah. I'll be right back in 1 second, just gotta go halfway across the...
Just gonna go get us DK bongos. Gonna play Smash with that.
All right, I'm back. Ooh, big
What?
face,
Whew.
big face. Oh yeah, this is
Nice.
Ganondorf Shantae.
Nick, can you play Smash with the DK bongos?
Yes, but you can't move.
I was hoping you would go and get them.
Oh, I've tried it before. Why not?
Yes. Perfect.
Here are my bongos.
Come on, Nick, play us a tune.
Alright, let's try, see if I can make this work. This will not go well.
My heart does like jump every time Nick's little character it's really close to the screen.
What are you doing with the DK bongos? I'm enjoying myself. Lag's bad today. Sonny, you don't even know what lag is. Back in my day...
Go on.
Back in my day. Nick, you're older than me. Sure. Oh, hey, Benaya. Benaya? Yes, you can join. Go right ahead. You're on YouTube, so I need to... How do I show you the ID? Here, let me see. Here, if you can read that on screen, right there on the bottom left, there you go. You can join from that. If you need me to read it out for you, go ahead. Yes, we do have 2 people in the stands. But unfortunately, I'm using DK bongos, and I cannot get rid of them.
I am so glad you took that upon you. I'll be greatly amused. No.
Then you two will not move. Great. Then we'll stand at opposite sides. And we will not attack each other. Until one of us dies. The DK bongos have 4 buttons. No, 5. There's the clap, the start button, and then each bongo has 2 buttons on it. One of them is, I think one of them is L, and the other one is R, and then we've got A and B. So in the terms of Smash, it's basically all the same, I'm pretty sure.
I wonder if you're gonna be able to defend yourself.
I will not.
These bongos. You'll be able to attack.
I will, but I won't be able to move.
Yeah. So like, if you can, I guess you can like. Oh, I don't know. Try and play this game.
Heck, if I could just move and use the A button, I could probably win just fine.
Yeah.
But since I can't move...
I mean, if you're good on the game, I guess you can still put up a fight.
Yeah. I could
I mean,
try.
They gotta approach you somehow.
Yeah, they do have to eventually get close to me. Unless they're like a Mii fighter or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice, nice. What's your favorite Nintendo character? I don't think I've ever asked you. Ooh, turn that around. Yes, I don't think I've ever asked you.
Ooh. I one that's in my head right now is probably Wario, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I got a lot that I like, but probably not like like I like Wario. I like DK.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I like Luigi too. I don't know. There's many. The Nintendo has a good selection of fun characters.
It's true.
I wouldn't
Oh
be able
no!
to be able to pick a favorite.
It's Simon! If I have to fight Simon with the bongos, I'm never gonna beat him. Okay, here we go. Next turn. How's everyone doing, Benaya? I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. This is my friend Tor. He's doing
Hello.
okay. And I'm about to do a lot worse once I get into this fight with either Captain Falcon or Simon Belmont. Either way, I'm dead.
Don't worry, you got the power of the you got the jungle jade on your side.
I've got the power of God in anime.
You got the power of all the 7 seas and 1,000 galloping horses.
The 7 crystal coconuts.
Don't worry, there's a timeline where you'll win.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a
have
timeline where the guy accidentally SDs 3 times. Now I just need Alti to win because if this guy wins, it's gonna be a very boring match. Okay, okay, they're evening it up.
It's close.
While we were on favorite characters, what's your favorite game in general, not just Nintendo?
Oh, you can't. Okay, you go first, cause.
Well, you know it. It's Donkey Kong Country. That's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, but there must be some honorable mentions.
Banjo-Kazooie. Super Mario World. Let's see. Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey.
Although
I applaud that you can even like pick like a top favorite, because I can't do it. I could just pick like a lot that I like.
every year I, at some point, find myself playing all the classic Donkey Kong Country games over again. I just love them so much. They're my comfort games. Ooh, I love Jak and Daxter, the first one. Not any of the others as much, just the first one.
I've heard a lot of it. Like, I've never really played Jak and Daxter, but they seem fun.
The first
never mind
one's
people.
your typical collectathon business. The second one and third one, though, are revolved around gunplay and more style of GTA with its mission-based structure.
Yeah. I can understand why the fans hope that one day
He'll come
they'll be
back,
coming
yeah.
back. Yeah.
I like Sly
No.
Cooper. I'm not as big of a fan of Ratchet and Clank as I thought I was going to be. Oh my gosh, you destroyed him.
Sly Cooper, I looked up some of the concept art for, I don't know which one it was, but it like blew me away. Some of the character designs in that are like really good. It felt like something that I'd seen like Kung Fu Panda or something.
That's an interesting comparison.
Just like it was a game, I think, because I don't know the titles of Sly Cooper or anything. I think
Right.
there's something about time traveling or something like that.
Sly Cooper 4, Thieves in Time.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Alti, press
And that
A!
was very interesting.
Sorry. He just wasn't starting the fight.
Oh, no. Wait, you're going in now.
I'm going in. I can't move. Keep talking.
I gotta see this.
Okay, I've got B, A, and jump.
Get him, Nick.
What does
Get him,
clapping do? Nothing. Clapping does nothing.
Nick. Oh! Oh.
That's it. Hello, MagDL. Nice to see you. Is this an open arena? It sure is. Help! I can't do anything!
I'm so amused.
I got back on stage!
Oh, well done. Well done. Oh, there you go.
Why does clap also jump? I've got 2 jump buttons. 3 jump buttons. I've got 3. Clap, left bongo, right bongo. And then the 2 thing are just A and B.
Yeah, he's playing with the DK bongos. Can't move.
Help me! I can't turn around! Give it 1 move, and I'll use only that. I'm not going to beat you no matter what move you do. So, let's say taunt. Use Luigi's down taunt. A move with a hitbox. Up special. Use only your up special.
Oh, Nick, you are perched on the edge of oblivion. Well,
I don't know why he didn't know I was doing that. I kind of announced to everybody that I was going to be playing with the bongos.
alright.
Never.
Fair games.
Yep, GG. No re.
Ease.
Easy,
Many
easy. I won. Can you...
command.
Hey, man. Who do I mainly play? I normally play Donkey Kong, Banjo, K. Rool, and Diddy in that order.
Right. I think you probably agree with me on this one, but TF2
Yeah.
has a special place in my heart.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's the same for you. Other games I really enjoy. Deep Rock Galactic. I really like that one. And then it's just mostly just like Spore is a game that I like, even though it's really flawed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly just like it's got some interesting stuff in it. I had a lot of fun with it when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
I mean, Spore is still fun. Like,
Yeah.
Like, the character creation, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
No, like there's the creature creator on
Oh,
its own
man.
is like just it's a solid little.
Imagine if they combined Spore's creature creator with Miitopia's face maker.
That would be insane.
MagDL, don't worry about avenging me. I was playing using the DK bongos.
No, yeah, Spore and let me go through my game library.
A game that always has like a special place in my heart, even though it's not very good and I don't even play it that much, is Raving Rabbids Travel in Time. Like, the game's not great. It's not even the best Rabbids game, but I actually really do like it. And I guess it's because I spent all that time trying to rip the music from it, but I do have a
Yeah.
soft spot for that game.
I remember when you came to me about that.
Yeah.
Soundtracks.
I actually got to speak to the composer of the game, which was kind of nice.
Oh.
She was nice.
cool.
She worked. Apparently, she had worked on shows like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, among other things.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I got the reply from it, it's apparently whoever it was that filters her emails marked it as possible spam.
Okay. Rayman 2.
Ooh, Rayman 2.
Um,
I liked Rayman 2, but it was a little tedious to finish.
Yes, but Rayman 2 is also just another one where it's like a special kind of thing for me, because it's like I remember seeing like a game as a kid. And I was like, this is so I really want to play this game. I never got to play it sadly, but I did buy it recently and I tried playing it, and unfortunately it does not work for me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's a
left
little
it
bit
like
of
that. I
an
was like,
it's a little bit of an awkward feeling game sometimes. It does sometimes
Yeah.
feel like Rayman's not doing what you want him to do. I also had the extra frustration of playing it on the N64 version, which the N64 version was the original version it was made up for. And it's not a bad version, it's just the Dreamcast version and the PS2 versions are way better.
yeah.
But I'll say it right now, for some stupid reason it requires use of the N64 memory pack. Is there still room in the arena? If there's still that guy sitting on the bench, I'll kick him out.
I think the main reason why.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna kick that guy out. Give me a second. Go on.
The main reason as to why I like Rayman 2 so much is really just like storytelling, tone, theme, art direction, and the characters. It's all a good inspiration for me. I like it a lot. I think it's probably like the best. On some points, when it comes to like just the whole opening basically of Rayman 2, it's like so cinematic. I love it.
It's
I like
yeah,
the-
that's true. It's pretty incredible, especially when you consider the game that came before it.
Exactly. It's the thing about it is that it's like the first Rayman game is such a it's like a surreal game in a way, and it goes to this suddenly just very dark tone game, everything, and for some reason it kind of works.
Yeah. Well, because
Actually works really well.
I don't think that Rayman is necessarily. I mean, it feels dark, but I don't think the game is like dark, you know?
No, yeah.
The darkest thing that happens is probably when Razorbeard eats the lum. And then the
So
counter
also-
actually goes down from 1,000 to 999. That's probably the darkest thing that happens in the game. But the game on a
I'll say
whole
that,
is
like,
fairly
the-
lighthearted,
the
and it
intro-
feels kind of like Lord of the Rings, where it's not like dark, but it kind of has some more mature themes, a more mature
the whole
feeling
intro
to it.
sequence with just it like counts how many slaves are on board, and you like go through the jail, and it's like water, help! It's like, oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tonal change from what came previously.
And then the
Yeah.
tonal change happened again with the third one, which I
Exactly.
love how the third game plays, but I'm not really on board with its comedy. I think it's just not as funny as it's trying to be.
It is really.
It's really
Third game
bogged
is
down
a
by
mess.
it's really bogged down by its humor, and the
is.
game feels like it doesn't really know what to do because it doesn't have like an idea for its world. It's kind of vague in how things work, and then it often just feels like you just go places without much rhyme or reason.
No, yeah, like the whole, like that was the whole thing with like, oh, who's the villain gonna be? Let's look at the game. Probably that big like hoodlum character. Nope, it's gonna be Andre, this little
Yeah.
like furry black lump. No, turns out that he's actually not the final boss. It's someone else that you never heard of.
Never heard of. Or that one boss who is, or the dialogue is weird too, because it feels like nobody's got any conviction to their delivery. Like, especially that one guy who's like, "Look out, Buffalo Bill! Here comes Cannonball Bill!" And it's like, what? Who wrote this?
I'm really glad they threw Murphy away really quickly because he is unbearable.
I don't know. Murphy felt like the only character who had good delivery with his lines.
You liked him? I did not like him.
I mean, I don't think he would have been good for the entire game, but the thing about Murphy is that, like, he was constant throughout the original Rayman 2, and then he just kinda disappeared after the intro to Rayman 3.
Yeah. He just leaves
Yeah.
basically. Like, that's like a lot of aspects in the game where they like.
That's a lot of
introduce something and they
aspects of the
just, like,
series.
leave it.
Like the Electoons just disappeared until Rayman Origins. Lee the Fairy never came back. Batilla disappeared until Rayman Origins. The Hoodlums never come back.
Yeah.
The Polocus gets a complete redesign in Rayman Legends. I will say
that's
though,
just like a
I do much more appreciate the design of the everything in the Rayman Origins and Legends though. I feel like those games have a much better design for what they're trying to do.
I will say that old weird little frog Polocus has I like him more. There's something about him. I will say one thing I think is interesting is that ever since Rayman 2, the game has always like gone for a sort of like, I want to say dark tone. Obviously Rayman 3 wasn't really a dark tone game, you know, but it was like more like the theme of like this very like the Hoodlum. When you look at that thing, it's kind of scary, you know.
It's like this weird patchwork
fe-
enemy, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like something. He feels like something from like Nightmare Before Christmas, you know.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Rayman kind of adopted this with second game, third game, then Rayman's Raving Rabbids, and something that people forget a lot is that the beginning they were really creepy actually.
They were
the
very, the
yeah,
graphics
like, there were
didn't
these
help either.
aliens.
They were like these very, very creepy looking rabbit-like
Yeah.
creatures, and they made Rayman fight for their amusement.
They did. Oh my god, that game.
What's even worse is that game has no good ending.
No, it's just Rayman escapes and then he's stuck in a fucking hole.
He realizes that he forgot to save the baby glow boxes, so he goes back and gets stuck in a hole. What kind of ending is that?
So if you wonder where Rayman is right now, he's stuck in a hole in the forest.
Well, until Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, when he apparently goes to the real world.
Oh yeah. But that.
And then in the third game, they're
Rabbids
just
are
in his.
so-
And then in the third game, they're just in his TV.
Yeah. Oh Rayman. But it is so like with that teaser trailer where it's like there's all those forest animals running away, and you see that like that landscape that's just being ravaged by these giant like
Yeah.
rabbit destroying UFO things. Like that's creepy, but I like
Yeah,
that. in a way.
that is a little bit more tonally familiar with Rayman. And I mean, the Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance version was basically like a Rayman 4 that nobody else ever got, even though it's not a really good game. But tonally, it feels more. I mean, that game has Lee in it. Hello, where were you? You just suddenly appeared again out of nowhere. That game had the
That's
Teensies
true.
in it. It had Glowbox.
I think it's interesting how like that like now the rabbits are so different from what they used to be.
For me, I think
Yeah.
it's for the better. What
Probably.
I like that Mario Rabbids has done is that made them better characters. I feel like the Rabbids work well when they're enemy fodder, because you know nobody cares that there are dozens of these same characters that scream and are crude because they're enemies. You kill them, you know. See you later, Zelrog. And the ones that are on your team are unique. They have their own personalities. It makes it a little bit better. They've generally moved away from the dumb toilet humor, and they don't just scream as a punchline anymore. They actually, heck, that one Phantom, he had a music number, you know? It actually feels like
That's true.
a
Those are
character.
actually, like well put together and everything.
I feel like that the Rabbids have really redeemed themselves with Mario Rabbids. They feel like much better characters.
I also gotta get around to play that game.
Well, the sequel's coming out, so you probably should. It's
Well,
very
it
very
always
good.
goes on like sales. I don't
It's
find
very
it
good,
hard.
and the DK expansion is also very good, and that's not just because simp. The way DK, so you've heard of XCOM, you know how that game generally plays. You got like an
Yeah.
arena with squares, and you take turns hitting each other. But the DK one, like Donkey, so there's only 3 characters in the DK one. It's just Donkey Kong, Rabbid Peach, and Rabbid Cranky. But the levels are designed completely different because of DK's abilities. He can jump up and down cliff faces. He can swing across vines. He can pick up his teammates and throw them to new locations. It really changes how you approach this level design, and I think that's a very interesting thing. And I hope that in the next game, DK becomes one of the normal crew. Although I'm hesitant. I'm worried that Yoshi's not going to be in the second game. Because they mentioned the number, I think they mentioned there's like 9 characters compared to the last one, which had 8. And we didn't see Yoshi in any of the gameplay.
Well, yeah, good question. I expect they'll. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. Nobody knows.
What was I gonna say? I think the one Rabbit game that I remember having a lot of fun with. I don't know what it holds up. Rabbids Go Home. Thought that was a
Oh,
very fun
Rabbids
game.
Go Home. Yes, I have that game, but I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. That one's pretty good. And I like that characterization of them, too. They're just like... It kind of makes you feel a little bad for them because they just want to find a place to live.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed. I liked a lot of what they did there. Both with like I actually the plot was funny, but the conclusion was funny as well.
Plus, the music is really good. It's very interesting,
yeah,
like Hungarian music.
It was like Romania. I love that that was like. I wish they would have kept it for the Rapids because that felt so fitting. It was original and fitting, you know.
You know, kind of on a similar feeling, that's how I felt about Crash to Insanity. I felt like that music style worked very well for Crash as a character.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you can't deny that
mean-
the original, like, that original analog marimba sound also works very well for Crash.
No, Twin Sanity music was never my favorite, but I totally agree with you that it does fit because I also think that in what was it, Tag Team Racing?
Yeah, they use the same
band,
thing.
That game probably has one of my favorite soundtracks out of like any game ever.
Actually, let me play some Crash Tag Team Racing music.
I really like some of those soundtracks. Some of them are kind of doo-doo, but it's like they go from being really just noise to just amazing. Shout out to Pirates of the Carburetor, Teki Turbo, and I also like what's it called?
What's that? I like Tire Nice.
Yes, Tire Nice.
And
Fossil Fuel.
that's it. Fossil Fuel Injection.
Yes. I also.
That was
enjoy
actually the
some
one I
more,
was gonna
like-
play.
Yeah, I also like some of the more chaotic ones like Labra, Car Pits, and Test Drive Mummies. I love that kind of stuff. They. Okay, but I'm a little sad that the team disbanded, so we won't be seeing more.
I wanted them to do the Crash Insane Trilogy soundtrack.
It would certainly be good to have them back.
Well, I did the wrong thing.
I wonder if in the scenario that the Crash does get into Smash, that any of that music will get a remix.
If you ask me, I'm gonna say that it's probably just only going to include music from Crash 1 to 3, and maybe Team Racing or Crash 4. I can't imagine anything else.
Maybe, yeah. Going back on games I like, some more like smaller games I enjoyed, I don't know if you know it, but Little Inferno.
Ooh, I've heard of that game.
It's a little game, but it's got like a big message to convey.
It's like
which-
you buy stuff to burn in your fireplace.
Basically, and then it has like a huge like twist at the end. I really like that. It was I remember when I was like younger, I had like a huge like just like a passion for just playing indie games, and Little Inferno was one of them I came across, and it pleasantly surprised me with.
I
its,
remember.
its message and everything. It's a deep little game that kind of it's kind of touching and everything.
I
So
remember,
I enjoyed it.
What was it? I remember hearing about Little Inferno way back in the day because it was on the Wii. And it was on like it was WiiWare, and I remember hearing about it. I think I looked it up like later, and I don't really remember too much about it. It was something like everybody kept burning stuff, and the world was like covered in ash or something, so everybody had to stay inside, something like that. It was
Basically, the whole premise is just that the world is getting colder, and so everyone stays inside, just burning things in there. But it was called the Little Inferno, which is like
a child.
that
It's
you
like
can,
a. It's like it's a furnace for children.
yeah, basically. And then as you just burn things, and like there's like several catalogs that you like go through, you order stuff, and just as you like go through buying new stuff, more new things to burn, the story like progresses and everything.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you like receive letters from a person, your neighbor.
Didn't that company also make this game about coding? I cannot remember what it's called.
So they made World of Goo, which is also very renowned. They made Little Inferno, and then they made 7 Billion Humans, which is the coding one.
And I was gonna
tried
say
getting
World of
into that
Goo
one.
as well. Go on.
Yeah, I tried getting into 7 Billion Humans, but it's not my thing. It is really coding.
Yeah, I mean it might be a good learning tool.
Yeah, I mean it gets intricate. It also has very like those games that just have a good soundtrack. Little Inferno soundtrack is amazing. 7 Billion Humans also has some fun ones. I don't know about World of Goo. I think World of Goo also has some. I eventually want to get around to try World of Goo because I heard it's also like one of those games that are like simple, but it has like a big message to convey.
What are some indie games that I've played? I don't consider WayForward an indie dev, but other people do. I've played Shantae. I played Shovel Knight. I played the
Shovel Knight I haven't played.
I played the demo for Cave Story way back in the day. I don't think you can get more indie than Cave Story. Like that was
Cave
just
Story,
made by one guy.
That's true.
There was what have I didn't play Doki Doki. I kind of wish I mean, I'm not huge into horror anyway, but I kind of wish I went into it blind as opposed to hearing about it.
Yeah, I mean Doki Doki only works
when you
as
don't
long
know
as
about
the-
it.
as it- yeah, and then the thing about it is then everyone knows now.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that you start up the game and it says this game contains imagery that some children may find disturbing, and that kind of gives it all away, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, a game that I also had a lot of fun with, which might come as a surprise, but Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, yeah.
I had fun with that one.
I've heard lots of good things about Assassin's Creed lately.
Yes.
Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. I've heard great things about them. And you know what's crazy? That they've been breaking away from the typical Assassin's Creed formula.
Exactly. That's what they did that with Origins, and it turned out to actually be a really good thing.
They still have the whole thing of the Animus, but it's only the framing device. It doesn't have any effect on the story, because nobody cared about Desmond. Nobody cared about him.
Yeah.
They only and the people who did, well, after Desmond was gone, they couldn't just keep giving him more relatives, you know.
Yeah.
So And so the
it's-
whole thing about that is like, well, now we're just gonna play as the characters in the past because honestly, that's what you want to see, right? And my brother was playing it, and I saw this like dream sequence bit he was playing in Valhalla, where the character was dreaming that he was Odin, and you literally just played through one of the myths, and it's actually a really cool version of it.
No, if you like stuff like Egyptian, Greek, Nordic mythology,
Yeah.
that by all means do jump into these games. I would definitely recommend Origins. I like that one the most. Odyssey is a little more grindy, and I think I enjoyed Origins more. I am not interested in Valhalla, mostly because of bias reasons. But it's probably it's probably still good. But Origins goes on sale very often at dirt cheap. Do pick it up at one point. It's like it's a good cultural dive. It's got the cool.
Well, I heard that in
cool,
that game you have a dream sequence where you fight Sobek, but I've heard that in Odyssey you actually get gifts from the gods.
It's been a while since both in Odyssey and Origins, there are a lot of focus on like the mythology and everything. And like in Origins, you find like constellations for the gods and everything. I'm pretty sure there was also like a focus on like gifting from gods and everything in Odyssey. In Origins, you can fight several of the deities: Anubis, Sobek. There's a dream sequence where you go and fight what's the giant snake called? I forgot his name.
Apep? Apophis?
Yes. And then like DLC, you also go to like the Egyptian afterlife, like the Sea of Reeds and all that. And you fight you fight the gods and everything. Like it's Odyssey also has the DLC where you go to Atlantis and stuff.
Right. Okay.
As for the animus and everything, it's only kept like the only thing you really do is that like the story mode, like okay.
Right.
There's like one or two sequences where you play as I don't really care about the characters. I forgot their name, but you play as like this woman who's in the animus, but it's short sequences, so it's like virtually like unaffecting the overall gameplay.
So Alti was bringing up an interesting thing about Doki Doki Literature Club, where so after you launch the game for the first time, I think once you progress past a certain point, the warning message when you boot up the game changes to a couple of different things, and one of them is PM died for this, and it turns out that the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club was a lead programmer on Smash Bros. Project M.
Oh.
So it turns out that and Project M was just shut down a couple months before that game came out. So it was like kind of an in-joke. I mean, the other things other things you can get are like You Are My Sunshine and Just Monica. And and that message is still in the Switch version, which is pretty funny.
Oh, speaking of Switch, one moment, let me
Yeah, that's why that message is there, Jen.
I want to see if Assassin's Creed Origins is on the Switch.
I think it is.
No, I want to say I wholeheartedly recommend Assassin's Creed now, especially Origins.
I'm glad that the Switch is getting these big releases that are on other consoles. I mean, after living through the Wii U's life cycle, it's nice that Nintendo's got a good library going again. But it's a shame that that confidence has also come to mean that they don't really try. Well, you know what? I say that, but they do try, obviously. It's just that a lot of their recent offerings in long-standing series haven't been up to par with what's been past. Like Mario
Also-
Tennis and Mario Golf, for example, are lacking a lot of the modes.
Surprisingly enough, it's not on the Switch. Black Flag is there. Seems like it. Huh.
Yeah, and that
Well.
game runs like garbage.
Huh.
That and Assassin's
But
Creed 3 are on
I've
there.
heard all things about Black Flag.
Wow, wow.
I've been interested in just
Thanks,
like,
Mag
where,
Deal.
Like, oh,
What?
I think so. They're basically just like jumping throughout history of Assassin's Creed, where like what culture they pick, and I think next one's gonna be ancient China, and
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that, as far as I know, the most recommended setting from fans is actually Mesoamerica.
That would be super interesting. I would love it. The thing is, though, I feel like narratively, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Because they have the
No.
whole thing about the Assassin's Order and them being from, like, Turkey and everything, and then it's like,
Yeah.
well, how does it work in Mesoamerica and everything? But honestly, at
they'll
this
ma-
point, it
they'll
doesn't
make it
matter.
work.
People just want to spend time in
Yeah.
these... People just want to spend time in these historical locales. That's why you play it now.
Yeah, they're not really very historically accurate either. Like,
Oh,
okay,
I mean,
let me
they,
say,
there's some concessions they have to make in order
Yeah.
to make the things like the climbing worth anything.
yeah, like an example would be like in Origins and Odyssey, like the cities and all that are like they are very well researched and everything, but like in Valhalla, like it's so like Denmark is pretty much non-existent in all of this, which is weird because it like a lot of stuff that happens and there was something that was performed by like Danish Vikings and everything. It is certainly it's not accurate.
I think they have a
Obviously,
Danish. I
because
think they have
Denmark doesn't
a.
have the climbing place, so they
think-
like preferred Norway.
I think they have a Danish king or two in there.
Yeah, but it's things like the main character and pretty sure he was supposed to be like he's based off an actual person. There was no, I might be thinking of the fucking Netflix show. Either way, they bend history a little in that one. Like
Yeah.
apparently it was the Norwegians that invaded Britain. It's like okay. There was as far as we know.
I mean,
it
there
the
was no
Danes.
Norway at that time anyway, right? I thought
Yeah.
it was owned by Denmark.
No, there was no countries at that time, but it was Danish kings that took over Britain. Same with like the assault on Paris and France and all. That was also like that. But in Valhalla, it's like all Norwegian.
Isn't
And
it?
there was obviously a design choice made because like Norway has better landscape that's suited for the gameplay that Assassin's Creed asks for compared to Denmark, which is a really flat country. But when it comes to just like surface level architecture, designs, all that, as far as I know, they're pretty good, pretty accurate. I have the art book for.
It's so cool how all those Vikings saved all of their books, valuables, and women from those spontaneous fires that the men didn't survive from.
Oh yeah.
That was a joke.
But yeah, I hope they'll do like a Mesoamerica setting. How they're gonna make it work, I don't know.
Oh, imagine if they did a Maori setting or a Polynesian setting.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. That would be like a twist on like Black Flag. I
That
guess.
would, with the island hopping.
Yeah, that would be because they already have like an extensive like sailing system and everything. In Odyssey, there's like a lot of emphasis on like sailing around to different places.
Same
Even
thing.
Origins has some of it.
Same thing in Valhalla. There's a lot of sailing.
So like already that like lends itself pretty well. Oh well, I'm gonna have to give you some bad news. I think I'm gonna be jumping now because it's getting.
Ah, that's fine. We don't have that much longer to go.
All right.
I'll see you later
No.
then. It was good to have you.
Yeah, it was nice being on stream. I'll
Bye.
catch you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Alright, and then I can turn him on. There we go, now it's just me. See, I'm sorry guys, you're just stuck with me now. But yes, going on to that thing about the Nintendo and the updates, I like appreciate that they're delivering the content later, but it still sucks that after you pay full price for the game, the content just comes out later. Especially when, as revealed in Mario Tennis, that content was finished when the game launched. But it like wasn't on the disc. What is this song? Oh, Final Fantasy XIV Raven theme. Ooh, nice. Smash Ultimate definitely seems to be the outlier here, where the game is definitely a complete experience right off the bat. Like, there is literally, like, I mean, sure, there are some side modes that previous games have had that would be nice, but people generally don't play Smash for those single-player modes. You play it as a party game with friends, you know? You know what, I felt like Pokemon Snap was a little bit shallow coming back now. Like, I felt the original Pokemon Snap was a nice, short, and sweet experience, but I feel like the new Pokemon Snap stretched it out. Yes, Alti, no matter what people say, most people will play it as a party game with friends, because there is enough content for that. While, of course, more serious players like us will do it differently. I'm concerned that if they make another Mario Kart, like, there will be content that we feel like should be there but is missing. In Animal Crossing, it's especially bad because all of the updates were things that other Animal Crossing games had. And some of the things New Leaf had at launch. I know there was a lot of new stuff that Animal Crossing New Horizons put in, like the whole crafting system, but honestly, there was so much missing. And right now, it doesn't even have all the stuff the last game had. I think there's a precedent here that it should feel like a complete experience with some things. But in other ways, like, I don't feel too jazzed about the crafting system after all this time. It's just inventory space that I'm stuck holding on to most of the time. Okay. Yay, I did it! Oh, great. Okay. Just headbutt him again. It always works. 50% of the time. It works every time. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, great. Ah! Ugh. Durability in video games in general is not great. Because it's just, like, what are you really trying to get me to do? Because when it comes to durability, it doesn't make me want to use other weapons. It wants to make me avoid fighting entirely, so I won't lose the weapons. Then I find a weapon that doesn't go away, and I just keep using that one only. I only use the Master Sword, and I hate shielding because there are no shields that don't break when in Breath of the Wild. I only use the Master Sword because I just hate things breaking on me. Then next thing you know, you're stuck in the middle of a... Oh, I know how to parry. I know how to parry. I do it with lasers all the time. It just sucks that I have to just constantly go get more resources all the time. When I would much rather just be able to not worry about it. If I could play a mod where weapons in Breath of the Wild don't break, I would. Or if there was another way of getting weapons, I would probably do that. Hello, Taurus J. Nice to meet you. Oh. Let me switch my character. Oh, no, I'm not changing. Oh, great. Now I can change my character. Dang it. I missed it by that much. Hacker voice. I'm in. Alright. Well, I hope you at least had fun. Yeah, I'll make sure that this guy, not this guy, excuse me. I'll make sure that this stage isn't there next week. Well, yeah, who doesn't need to practice more? Whipper. Whipper doesn't need to practice more. He is the best. Ooh, imagine turning that back around. Maybe I should have some more guests online every now and then. Did you guys like those guys? Were they cool? Did you miss just me talking to you? Stream leader Nick is the only one allowed to speak. Great. Glad we're on the same page. Now all of you start better bowing down to me and treating me as your VTuber leader. You will promote me on Twitter and other platforms. I will promote you on Twitter and other platforms. This stage is dumb, I'll give you that, but next week it'll be off, trust me. Hey dragons, nice to meet you. That's a lot of dragons. That's like... That's 567 billion dragons. That's a lot of dragons. Man, I'm thirsty. I could use some water, but I don't have anything to drink water with on me right now. It would take a while to go get some more. I'll just do it afterwards. You spammed numbers. That's understandable, but also it's pretty scary that you still have that many dragons. I mean, you know, you press too many buttons on Amazon one time, right? Next thing you know, you've got 567 billion dragons showing up. Hey, who doesn't want to do well? Trust me, we're not all professionals. In fact, some might say that I'm downright bad and that my value of my own worth is actually holding me back from my full potential as a Smash player. But who's counting? Who's counting? Training for a tournament. Ooh, you doing a local or you doing, or are you going to a major? You don't know? Well, is it like a big tournament where you gotta pay lots of money to enter, or is it like a local place at like a local game store or something? Or at somebody's house? Oof, that was not pretty. Ridley is really limited and linear. Yeah, he's also lighter than you think. He's lighter than Samus. Okay, so your tournament is free. Well, that means it's probably a local. So I would say, don't freak out. Don't get too worked up. There's going to be skilled kinds of all people there. You know, there's going to be lots of different types of players at one of these things. So don't worry about it. Just do your best, and legitimately, one of my best things that I can say is ask for advice, but ask for specific advice. Don't just say, do you have any tips? Ask questions like, how do I respond to this particular situation and stuff like that. First one. That's interesting. I went to one tournament. It had a $10 entry fee. Not really gonna do that again. That's not... The tournament life's not for me. I didn't win. I didn't really feel like I had a good time either. Just kind of got bodied. I won one match, but then I immediately went to losers after that. Alright, I'll see you, Calamity. Have a good night. Who do you main? That can also help you out. Who do you main, Dragons? Lucina and Joker. Hey, not bad picks at all. Dare I say it, you're already starting strong. Those are some good character choices. The baby. Another banjo player. That's interesting. We don't see too many banjo players. They've kind of all died out, except for me and Congus. We're the only two left, except for this guy, I guess. It's true, we're the only two left, and we can, unfortunately, the lineage will die with us. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. This, Zelda is definitely strong and difficult to approach sometimes. That's true. Banjo is a rare character. But so is Diddy, and Diddy appears a lot more. Oh, come on. You don't need to taunt. Ooh, there it is. Ooh. It's so hard to get in there as Banjo sometimes. I'm watching this guy struggle, and it's actually, I'm like, it's so relatable. I'm like, I get you right here. Well, do you want to take Banjo to another level? Is that something you're really interested in doing? I mean, obviously, I guess you are since you're talking to me about it. But, I don't know. I kind of know I'm never... I obviously want to be good, but I kind of know I'm never going to be, like, good, you know? Some people just have the talent for it, you know? Oh, man, that bear. She used the bear on the bear. That's true. That should mean something. Imagine taunting and losing. Oh, I'm gonna get bodied right now. I'm not even playing any character I know how to play very well. Oof. I got her to do something. Oh, Nana! I could have lived that if Nana was there. I just kept trying to use up tilt, and it didn't work. It's unfortunately getting late, and I'd hate to do this to somebody who just came in here, but this is gonna be our last match for the day. So, is it just me, or does it feel like Lucina's sword is shorter than Marth's? I know they're not, but sometimes it feels like it's shorter. I don't know if anybody else gets that. Is it something to do with Lucina's design, or is it the way that she holds the sword, or is it the sword design itself? It's supposedly the same sword as Marth's, but it looks very different. Probably how the sword visually looks. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh. Ooh, very close though. Could be close. We'll have to see. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Let's hope for Dragon's sake that that happens again, at least. Maybe he'll get lucky. Come on. Oh. Well, what a way to end it off. Okay. That's gonna be all from me for tonight, boys. We had some good matches and some good conversations. It's nice to meet all the new people here. If you're new to the streams, feel free to join our Discord, where we've got people who hang out. We play Smash every Friday. Should be a good time for all of you. Let's see. Next week. Well, we finished Pokemon Snap this week, so I gotta think of a new game to play. Let's think. Maybe it's about time we tried something I don't normally go for. Hold on. First things first, I gotta make myself bigger. Excuse me. Get myself bigger, please. There we go. I'm gonna say that, next week we will begin The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I haven't played that one all the way through yet, and it's been a long time since I did a Zelda game on stream. So we'll get to Majora's Mask next week. I don't know how long that'll take, but I'm gonna do it. So that should be all from me. If you're new, again, if you're new, feel free to join the Discord. Should be fun to have you. I'd appreciate all new fans. And I'll catch you guys next week with Majora's Mask. Have yourselves a good night, and I'll